are live again, once again on this Friday evening, and I'm so excited to have everybody here. First thing, I want to big up the chat. Who is in the chat? Let me see. We got Steve. Hello, how are you doing? D, what's up? Bill Knight, Miss G Ma, how are you? Who else? Deani, baby girl, how are you? Kenny loves guns. Thank you for joining, Kenny. I really appreciate you joining the Yoke Gang all in. We got Miss Keisha. How are you? Shanna Ewing in the building. How are you as well? Let me see. We got Keisha Kenny. I spoke. Kenny loves gun again. Thank you so much for joining the Yoke Gang all in. Cal Hawkins. I was going to say welcome or welcome back. How are you? Let me see. Anybody else? Anybody? We have, who is this? Cheat Wells. Hello, how are you? And that looks like that is everyone in the chat. But before we go any further, I really want to give all of the Yoke Gang All In members a special thank you. So I am going to run through these names really, really quickly so that we can get on with this live. So as I said, Kenny Love Guns is the latest person to join the Yoke Gang All In. Welcome. We have Ivan Haji. We have Jesse Blanning, Randy Johnson, Jerome Campbell, you. We have Eric Reeder, Jose, Blessed by Isaiah, Justin Freeman, Jay, Wesley Farrow, Rod. It's up to me, AZ King. And we just got somebody else to join, Samuel Harris. Thank you for joining. We have Johnny Clyde, Torrance Joseph, Prince Tony, Demarion Wade, D. Collins, is it Bedinda? Bedina B, Toot, Josh, Mira. We have the Donnie Pitts Code, Chrissy G, Tactical Tina, Kenberg, O'Neill, Count Beg, Fort Trox, Mr. Maxima, Dwayne Johnson, John Harris, Patrick Lewis, Nat F, Charlie Manning, Cheat Wells. I think I spoke to you already. Thank you, Steve. Steve from Alaska, how are you? A Woman Seeking God. Welcome, Daryl Griggs. Daryl Griggs. Rizzler. T. Stay Cold. Sam Wilson. Menace de... Perdóname que no te puedo decir el nombre bien. Pero Demis, welcome. We have Steve, Cal Hawkins, S. Pistol, Raul Garcia. We got some little funny letters in here. I don't know your name. I'm sorry. No One, Vashawn Adams, Bissell Pop, Brandon Green, Accepting Who I Am, Paul Hint, LaDonna Bird, Jimmy Wright, Charles Phillips, Nin, Marcus Burt, Get Money, Greg Stewart, Cobra, Alyssa Bryant, D and Nadine, welcome. Pedro, Kyle, Dimitru, Jermaine, Rich Trap, M. Rogers, Mr. Miami, Delta Fox, Reese, Alfonso, Michael, Jason Ewing, Kingdom, Tiffany, Christopher, Bruce, Rich, Lewis, Jason Jr., Thomas, Danny, Christian, Butterleg, David Ellis, Kingdom Knight, Kenneth Hawkins, Out There, Siege, TT Siege, I'm sorry, Shira, Corey, Home Team, what's up, Alan, Albert, E-Town Killer, Natural E, The Chocolate One, Max, Shanna, and Mark Smith. Woo! Thank you so much, you guys, for joining. I am so excited to have you guys a part of the Yoke Gang All In. And as you can see, the Yoke Gang All In members are the ones that are in the chat. So once you become a member, Gabby, welcome, Gabby Mo. Once you become a member in the Yoke Gang All In, you will be able to leave comments and interact with me one-on-one in our lives. So today we are actually streaming on StreamYard. So what does that mean? I am going to drop the link and it's going to allow you to come in and talk to me, ask questions, chop it up a little bit, you know. So make sure y'all get yourselves together because I will be dropping that link very, very soon. If anybody else wants, or anybody else that is watching that wants to participate in this as well, just hit that join Yoke Gang All In, and you are more than welcome to come into the chat and talk and us have a good time. So we have been having such a great time with the couple Fridays that have they been Fridays? The couple nights that we have been going live. We never really have a topic that we're really going to talk about, but we always end up with great conversation. And that's what I love. I just love to wing it with you guys. Nothing scripted. And that's just how we do it here. We have Terry Steed. Hey, Terry, how are you? Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Let me see. Bill Knight says he is all in. Yoki, I'm Charles. You're like a queen. Thank you, Charles. Nice to meet you. So see, things like this, you'll actually be able to hit that link. What I am going to do now, because I do have it here, I am going to drop the link as I did just then. And what's going to happen is when you click that link, it's going to prompt you. It's going to ask you if you would like to join the live stream. So once you hit that link, I will be notified that somebody's waiting in the behind the scenes, and I will be able to bring you guys in. I think it's a really cool deal. I enjoy it. I have used this before. Unfortunately, I haven't used it with my Yoke Gang, but I want to experience and share this with you guys. So how was everybody's day today? You know, I want to ask what y'all ate for dinner. I had Chinese. I had lo mein, vegetable lo mein. It was pretty good. How was you guys' day at work today? Keisha says, oh, that's dope, but my hair is... Girl, you better get you that bonnet. It's okay, Miss Keisha. Get that. Go and slap a hat on. Go slap a hat on, because I would love to talk and see each one of you, everybody that I have had the ability to share my YouTube journey with, that support me so much. And I really... Jesse, where'd you go? I just saw you. Whatever you did it right. Okay, we have Walt Baby Love. Okay, so we have somebody waiting in the waiting room, and I want to be able to have everybody, or during this live, I want everybody to be able to have a chance to come in and talk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to bring our guest on. We are going to chat, and he's going to, you know, say his piece, and we'll, I guess, answer questions and find out what it is that he wants to know. So let's bring Walt Baby Love in. Let's add him to the stage. Walt, baby, what's good?
Hey, what's happening?
How are you?
I'm good. How about you? When you gonna update
I
some more of them gun? When you gonna update some more of them gunplays?
the gun plays
Yeah, I want you to do one on the 1911. You
on
ain't
which
did one on
1911?
the I think it's the Brazilian.
The Brazilian
Yeah,
1911?
19. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a manufacturer that
Uh,
I'm well, where'd you go? Okay, we're gonna give him a chance to come back and let me see. Keisha. What did Keisha say? I'm waiting on the hog hunts. Keisha, I cannot wait to get back in the field. It is just too hot. The mosquitoes here are unruly. They do not discriminate. They do not care who you are, what you look like. They will tote you out of their woods. They don't want you there. So we're going to wait for it to cool off a little bit. And then once it cools off, we will definitely get back into it. I know you guys probably have noticed that a lot of my hunts videos are no longer there. YouTube has been acting really funny about hunting and the sport of hunting. And I really don't hunt for sport. I hunt for meal. I donate a lot of the harvests that I harvest, whatever it is that I go out to get. And so hopefully they'll chill out a little bit and we can really get back out there and get that back on the screen because I can't wait. Not the unruly. Yes, the unruly. They need Jesus. Bill, new crib status. I thought you knew about this. I thought you knew about this. Yes, I even brought y'all in on a tour and all. Why you acting like you don't know? Hey, TT Siege, how are you? You are fabulous. Well, I am fantastic. Thank you. D-Man, stop lying. You Cuban, you ate that meat. That's what I said. I didn't say I threw it away. Yes, pork is big. Pork is a huge meal in the Cuban culture. Puerco asado, puerco in every type of way that you can think of. The Cubans do it. The Cubans eat every part of the pork, and that's what it is. So definitely, it is a meal in our household. Now, what I would like to do is, because I've never made sausage before, I do have some deer meat. I have some sow left. Maybe do a mixture of, sausage of some sort. But I'll have to find out how to do that. And we will definitely be trying that. LOL, pork is a big Cuban thing, but seafood is a Bahamian way. Right. You're absolutely correct. Yes, ma'am. All right. We have somebody else in the waiting room, and this is Steve. How do I say his name? New Ryden. Now, New Ryden was a huge contributor to our last live. New Ryden, thank you so much. Welcome. It looks like you might be muted.
Actually, it's Nuruddin.
Nuruddin. Welcome.
Everybody says it. Everybody says it differently.
Yeah. Well, I thought, because Steve corrected me. Steve was like, yo, I think it's New Ryden. But then when I looked at it, I was like, okay, it could be New Ryden. Nuruddin. I got you now. But it's Muhammad.
Nuruddin.
But I can refer to it as Muhammad, right?
If you want to. Everybody, because at my job, everybody calls me by my last name. I'm the guy that drives trucks.
I remember. How do you think I remembered Muhammad?
Thank you.
And you ride motorcycles. I didn't forget you.
Yeah, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. I would love to see your face. I'm great, though.
Hang on a second.
There you go. Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
I am good.
I just got out of work. I work for a like a demolition garbage truck company, but sorry. Let me get downstairs.
Okay.
I just got off the train of the Long Island Railroad, but I actually work for like a demolition company, and I help as far as like rebuilding New York City. I take all of the like the wood, the stucco, and all that good stuff, and we break it up and everything. So that's my job. But I do ride motorcycles. I'm getting my bike back tomorrow.
Excellent.
I'm getting it back tomorrow. Fantastic. I'm getting it back tomorrow because I know the winter's coming. So I understand that, yeah. But I'm actually going for my Class A commercial driver's license. Yes. And I'm going to be driving like tractor trailers.
Awesome. So are you going to stay in driving the trailers in New York, or you're going to go all over the country?
You know what? I'm looking forward to coming down to Florida and then going back to New York when I need to, but I really want to leave New York City. I mean, it's my home, don't get me wrong. I love it, but it's but I'm only here.
Florida's not too much better. Everybody is trying to escape their cities and come to Florida, so Florida is quite congested as well.
So you do a lot of hog hunts?
Yes.
What are hog hunts? Because I mean, where you hunt hogs or something like that? But...
Yes. So we have a hog problem. These wild boars are invasive, and they're not native to America, and they are causing a huge disaster throughout neighborhoods. They're responsible for destroying millions of dollars a year in properties and just tearing everything up.
So what?
So
They're tearing up like the crops and stuff, or they're
they're
just like
tearing up,
destroying the rope?
yeah, they're tearing up crops, they're digging up people's yards, they're moving into actually coming into the communities where, you have some, because they're building up so much in Florida now, we have a lot of swampland. So when they're clearing out a lot of areas to build new communities, you're pretty much
Right.
pushing out the animals and that live in that area. So they'll and hogs and pigs, their sense of smell are, I mean, incredible. So them searching and looking for food and all that stuff. So they come to what we have claimed and try to take back. So they're digging up and rooting up everything. And once they've rooted and dug up something, the grass or the grass and stuff will never be the same. It pretty much will never grow back
Oh
unless
wow.
you.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, I see what you're talking about now. Because up here in New York we don't have that type of problem. We got rats, we got deers and bears, but as far as like in New York City, we ain't see like an occasional skunk. And we run for our lives when we see the skunks and stuff. So I live near Nassau County where I live. So it's it's
Okay.
it has its sounds. We do have a beautiful skyline at night. I mean, you
Oh,
can
for
see it at
sure.
night.
Yes.
So
Yes.
so let me ask you a question. What would be your favorite if you had, let's say you were going up against the xenomorphs and they're coming, they're on their way, but you have three weapons. You have a choice between three weapons, between the AR-15, the G36C, or the Springfield Hellion. What will you pick?
One out of the three
One out of the three, and you get a
is
shotgun and a pistol.
AK-47.
No, there's no the AK is not in it. It's
You said AK Hellion and the G43.
the Hellion, the G30, the H and K G36C, the
Oh, H and
AR-15 or M4. Uh huh. Like the AR-15, and like you have the H, you have you have the AR, and you have the Hellion, the Springfield Hellion. Which one would you grab?
the
They're on
Springfield
their way
Hellion.
now.
The
Okay.
Hellion.
Now, okay, the Hellion. Okay. That's your rifle. That's your rifle forever. Now your
Yes.
handgun. You have
Okay.
between a Glock 17, a 6 hour P226, or you have the Kimber 1911
P226.
P226. Now your shotgun. Mossberg or Benelli? The
Benelli.
Benelli M4. Ah, there you go. Those are your weapons. Now,
Those are
me, I'm picking the H&K G36C, number one. Number two, picking the Glock 17, Gen 4, and my shotgun is a Benelli M4.
all right.
That
Fair enough.
that that the xenomorphs are coming. They're gonna rip your eyes out. You have unlimited ammunition, but you just have to get from point A to point B without dying. What are you taking?
Oh, that's a good
So
question. I'm going to relay that question to the chat
yes, yes,
and
and,
see
and
what.
and make a survey of which ones would they take. The first that'd be like their rifle, their shotgun, and their pistol.
Yes, Keisha says she likes the Glock 17 is her favorite pistol.
But what about her rifle? I mean, come on now. You can't.
Um, Jermaine says the Saga 12 for him.
Yeah. Oh, oh God. But yeah, I mean that like if because I know that you're a big weapons person, so I know that you have because you guys got a you say you have a big hog problem, so I guess you have to
Yes.
do what you have to do. Up here, it's not like we have like wild boars and animals running around. We have the the kind that try to rob you up here. We have like a skunk. We have a skunk thing. We have skunks and and raccoons and what's it? Skunks, raccoons,
And rat.
possums, and rats. Yes. Oh my
Yes.
God. And the occasional pigeon. Well, we have pigeons all around here, so it's more prevalent. Like if like where I work in the Bronx, so they're more prevalent like on the highways and stuff. Other than that, I mean, you rarely see them. at night or like during the day. But if you're like in Manhattan, oh forget it. They rule the iron fist. They don't even like fly away most of the time.
Man.
Like if you bother, they'll be like, who are you? That's how bold they are. I've actually
Oh
I've
wow.
actually seen a couple get on the train and nobody says anything and they just know what stop they're getting off of and they just hop off.
Oh,
Yes.
y'all can have that. Muhammad, it
I
was
mean I
so
mean it's
nice talking. So nice talking to you. We got a couple people waiting backstage. It was a
all right.
pleasure. It was a pleasure speaking with you
We'll do
today,
this
and I thank
again.
you so much. Definitely, we will be doing this again.
And I will be riding my motorcycle this today tomorrow. I will be riding it. I'll be safe. I'll be
Yes,
safe.
please be safe, and we'll talk about it next Friday night.
Next Friday.
Sounds like a deal?
It is. It is.
All
I'll
right.
even take pictures of it.
Awesome.
All right. Have a good one.
You too. Good night.
Good night.
Oh, that is great. See, I like this. All right, we got Mel NYC reviews.
Hello, Miss Yogi. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm good. I'm not going to be too long. Just want to say I found your channel because of your cooking,
Okay.
and I
You?
huh.
Can I see you?
Well, you know, Miss Yogi, I don't really go on camera for the most part. Just wanted to come and just give you flowers for this part. That's all. I just wanted to come
Oh,
in real quick.
you.
I'm pretty much I found you a couple of months ago over the summertime,
Okay.
and I found all your recipes, and I like, I guess, the way you talk to, I guess, your husband or whoever films you. It just feels very comfortable when you make your food.
Yes,
Um,
husband.
and also, I really enjoyed your Rosewood video where you
Thank
talked
you.
about the the history, that sort of movie and stuff like that. So that's how I got into it. And I do see the other part of your channel, and I'm learning about that because that's not my world. But I'm a dedicated follower to your recipes. I really do like all your cooking.
Have
And
you tried any?
you know what? I made the rasa pasta. I also made the salmon you made a little while ago when you did like the salmon cakes that you did. Um,
Okay.
I made you had made some red eye gravy, I believe. It was some gravy that you made for breakfast with biscuits and things.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so I like your recipe. I'm allergic to shellfish, but some other things that you made. I even made a vegetarian gumbo because you made a gumbo, and I made a vegetarian one without some other things. But I use your methods to it. So yeah.
Oh, so which one did you like the best so far?
Oh my gosh. I mean, there's a lot of them. I mean, I like the salmon. The salmon was really good. The
Good. Well, see,
salmon,
that's what it is. I just want to hear that people tried it and
yeah.
it really it that I'm not just putting on for the camera and saying, "Oh, it's good because I cooked it." No, I want you to try it and enjoy the meal for yourself.
Well, the salmon I made with macaroni salad, a whole boatload of green beans, and a lot of garlic, and it was really good. It really was very good. So I love salmon, so that's why.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I love it, love it.
And if you guys have any ideas or anything for recipes that you want me to cook or put a spin on, or you're not sure how to cook and you want me to give you my version of it, I'm more than willing to because I love to cook. I really enjoy cooking.
I do have one request. I love when you cook, because you cooked from the Bahamas. I think you went in the Caribbean one point.
Yeah.
Anything that's Caribbean or Spanish or Cuban, I love those because I don't know that world. So
Okay.
when you bring from your own family and your history, I like to learn about those recipes that I don't know about because I'm more the Southern Black American recipes. Um,
Okay.
so
Got it.
when you cook Caribbean and like Spanish, I'm like, oh my gosh. So I love to learn those recipes too.
Most definitely. So we'll definitely tap into more of the Cuban cuisine and the Bahamian cuisine. And,
Yes.
we might have to mix it up a little bit, but I'll definitely be doing something like that.
All right, Ms. Yoki, listen, just sending you good vibes. And again, love your recipes, love your energy. I'm watching
I
your
don't
channel.
care remember to the heart. Thank
All
you.
right. I'm getting right back to you, Ms. Yoki. Much respect. And I'm learning from watching your other videos. But for me, it was the recipes that got me. And also Rosewood. That's the major, major, major.
Oh, that's so awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Have a wonderful night.
Now, question for you. Do
Oh.
you have a YouTube channel? You do reviews?
You know, I don't. I actually just call into shows occasionally. That's why I haven't put my face.
Oh, okay.
But now, Miss Yogi, if I did do one, I would come on camera and do all the whole thing. But
Well,
I just,
I was asking so I can subscribe to the channel.
oh my gosh, you know what? I'll listen. Maybe one day I will, and I'll call and say, Miss Yogi, I'm on camera. I got my channel and all that. I might do that one day.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be right there to hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate your support.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And just sending good vibes to everybody in the chat. Hope you have a good night. And yeah, I had to call in and I saw you a lot. I said, oh my God, this is the lady who, be cooking all that food. It's relaxing. It's very relaxing, those recipes. I can put it on. I actually made a playlist of your videos, and I just say, I say Yogi's recipes, basically. And I made a playlist and I just play it, and it's very relaxing because it's calm. It's very calm and very relaxing.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Have a wonderful night.
You too. Thank you for stopping by.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Oh, see? And Bill says, purchase a Yoke Gang cookbook. As soon as I put that cookbook together, it will be out. I don't have one. The cookbook will be a little bit difficult for me because I don't measure. So I would literally have to sit down, go through all of my recipes and figure out the measurements for everything. And because, like I tell you, this is Yoke's kitchen. This ain't the perfect kitchen. We season it to our liking. We fix it to our liking and we keep it moving. This is like your grandma's kitchen. Oh, let me see. LOL, people love you. Oh, thank you, Keisha. Let me see who else is in the chat. So I think that was a pretty good topic that Mr. Muhammad left. If you were in a situation and you only had 3 firearms to choose to take with you to defend your life and your family's life, what would you choose? You had a rifle, a shotgun, and a handgun. What would you choose in a situation like that? Now, you can go ahead and put them in the chat. Put it in the chat. We're going to talk about it. But I would enjoy more if I can get somebody. Okay, if you guys don't want to show your face, fine. You don't have to show your face. But I would like for you to. You can just opt to turn your camera off and we can talk. Would that be better? Miss Keisha? You cook like you cook like our moms. Thank you, Samuel. Lady, quit playing and get that cookbook. All right. Okay. So Bill, you say you only running a shotgun? You're not gonna run a rifle or anything like that? Let me know. All right, I'm going to drop the link again. And if you are ready, you can hit that link. Hit that link. Come on. Keisha says, it's the one room in my house that's a wreck that's allowed. It's the one room in my house that's a wreck that's allowed. You might have to elaborate a little bit on that for me. I like to spray. You like to spray what? Now, how you gonna spray with a shotgun? Fully? Y'all drunk y'all water today? Make sure y'all drinking water. Rat shot. I guess, Bill, hit that link. Let me put that link in here for you, Bill. Hit that link. You don't have to turn the camera on. I just want to hear some voices so we can elaborate on what it is that you're talking about, because I'm not sure what it is you're talking about. So out of the options that he was saying, so he said the HK, Steve says whiskey. Y'all are having a totally separate conversation without me. He said the HK, the Hellion, and What else did he say? He said one more. I don't remember. Out of those, what would you have? What is your? All right, don't worry about it. Keisha here. Don't even worry about it because Keisha is here. How are you? Are you good? Keisha? Can you
I
hear
think
me?
so. I'm a little tipsy.
Oh, y'all drinking.
Yes. This is glass of wine number 3.
Okay, so now I understand why people are talking about alcohol in the chat. So when I was having the conversation just a moment ago, you guys were talking about drinks. So it looks like Steve is drinking whiskey, D is drinking hen, you drinking wine, and Mr. Muhammad, he just left another quote. Let me see what he said. He said, Miss Yogi, my favorite super sport motorcycle is a 2003-2014 Yamaha. All right. He recommends these motorcycles. Keisha, you ride motorcycles?
Yes, my husband does actually.
Does he ride street bikes or he rides cruisers?
Street bike. We just got a 2023 Honda CBR 1000, the black edition. So check it out if you haven't seen that type of bike.
No, I'm not going to check it out because the next thing he going to say is he want one and we not doing them bikes no more.
Well, we love it. I like it.
I let me tell you, it's like I was saying on the last live, it's not even so much of he's an excellent rider. Excellent, it's everybody else. People on the roads do not respect motorcycles. And
they don't.
No.
That's true.
And it scares me to death. Because it's, a motorcycle accident on a highway is not good.
No. Matter of fact, somebody today was killed on his bike.
See?
Down the street from a house.
No.
Yeah, it was bad. I'm sorry. If you hear shrieking in the background, that is my daughter. She is screaming at, I think it's Call of Duty. Ignore her.
Well, it sounds like we all need to get on the game.
Yeah, she takes it serious because I am the daughter, like I said before, I'm the daughter of a drill sergeant and little sister to Navy, Marines, and Army big brothers. But I joined the Air Force. And I got flack for that. I'm still getting flack for that years later. And she wants to join the military too, herself. So she gets to play those. I actually allow that. And she's a pretty good shot to be 10.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Siege says, don't get on a motorcycle. I have fatality claims with most motorcycles and it's awful. See, that's what I'm afraid of. I don't, that's why the second I had the ability to sell Dee's bike, he didn't even know it. The bike was just gone. I sold it.
We had a different bike. We had what was that? A Yamaha something. I forgot. V-Star. Yamaha V-Star. That's what it was. We sold that one. And he got this one. So.
Oh, okay. Well, y'all be safe. Please be careful. Yes, and Keisha, thank you for your service, you and your whole family.
Oh, you are so very welcome. Not a problem. I had a blanket to do it again. Thank you.
And I have thoughts about that sometimes because growing up, when you thought of the military, you thought of the movies, like the things you saw in the movie, the people screaming in your face and carrying on and doing all this stuff. Now, my husband was in the Army and he was like, it's nothing like that. He said, it's nothing like that. And I sit back. Sometimes I wish I would have taken that step and said, let me just go to the military. I think I would have enjoyed it.
You probably would have, especially nighttime fire games that we had when we actually have to shoot live, but at night.
Really?
Yes.
See, especially because I've gained this interest for the firearms and stuff too. Because all before I really wasn't interested in firearms. So my firearm journey is a very interesting journey and how we got there and how I ended up, where I am. But I really wasn't into it like that. But now it's almost like an adrenaline that burns inside, that once you do it, you have to keep doing it. There's no turning back. And I just felt like I would be, I would definitely want to be a part of the Special Forces.
Well, yeah, my brother was a SEAL. He just retired 2 years ago. He did 33 years.
Wow.
And yeah, my reason for joining the military wasn't because of my brothers or my dad. It was because of Top Gun. I love planes, and I saw Top Gun when I was a child. But when I also was a child, I used to think that the Air Force had all the planes, Navy had all the ships, Marines had the foot soldiers, Army had the tanks. So I joined for the pilot of Top Gun, but they're Navy pilots. I'm in the wrong branch. So it's still a running joke to this day with my family.
Wow. And see, growing up, there was a military game, a military pilot game that I used to play. But again, I was just afraid. It was this phobia that it was not even a phobia. I was just scared of what it was that I saw in the movies about the military. We got Mr. Muhammad. He sent another request. It says, remember guys, you're fighting against I can't pronounce that, an alien on LV 426. Would you have the HKG 36C, the HK 416A5CQB, or the AR-15MA? Well, he got a lot of things on here, or the Hellion. Steve, I see you back there. But yes, that was something that I wish that I would have taken. I would have done. Coy, welcome, Coy. We got Coy, the newest member of the Yoke Gang, all in. And of course, D left the question. He says, what got you into firearms? What was it that got me? Now, your journey with the military came from Top Gun, right?
Yes.
And my journey into the firearms came from The Walking Dead.
Wow.
Yes. This was pre-pandemic. No, right in the beginning of it. And I didn't know what the outcome was going to be. This is why I do not watch the news anymore, because everything that they were showing was people just falling dead in the roads in Wuhan and all this stuff. And I was like, oh my God, what is happening? And I said, what am I going to do? How am I going to feed my family? How am I going to protect my family? What is my next step? So I said, you know what? I have to get me a gun. I have to get me something that has, a lot of capacity, that my first time ever shooting a gun was a Larson 380. And my first gun purchase was a Draco 7.62 by 39.
Wow.
So that was the beginning of it. And then when my husband, Steve, welcome. I see you, Steve. Welcome to the chat. And Mr. Muhammad sent another, I don't know if you can see that, Keisha, sent another question. Remember, now I can't pronounce those alien names.
It's xenomorphs.
Xenomorphs are coming. The LV-462 is going to take 28 days before rescue, but you have unlimited ammunition. Choose your weapons wisely. So it sounds like he's sending us on a mission.
I see.
That's what I think it is. I think that's a mission that we're on. So we're going to need the chat to put down what it is that they will choose so that we can complete our mission safely. You got it?
Okay, AR-15, hands down.
Okay.
And of course, Glock 17.
Yes.
And not too sure on the last one. I gotta think about that one a little bit more. Gotta think about that one.
My husband says, D-Man says, sounds like a good video game. Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks.
Yes. I mean, sounds like my issue with The Walking Dead.
That still gives me nightmares, but I love the show though. So.
Oh, let me tell you, it took years for me to actually watch the one episode. I hated anything with zombies. I thought it was the stupidest thing ever. And he would say, just watch it. You're going to like it. Just watch it. You're going to like it. Just watch it. So finally, when we had nothing to do, we just sitting around. I said, you know what? Let me watch this and let me see what this is all about. I watched the darn thing and I binged watched all 12 seasons. I think I watched all 12 seasons in like 2 months.
Okay. Have you watched The Last of Us yet? Which is a dope video game too.
No, I haven't. That sounds scary though.
It is, because it's literally the last humans left.
See?
You should check that out. It's a good one.
Is it streaming on what? On what platform?
Max Go, HBO Max Go.
HBO Max. Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's a video game as well. The video game gave me nightmares, and the show did too, but it's really good.
I don't know if I'm ready.
Proceed with caution.
I don't know if I'm ready. Well, Keisha, thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. Girl, turn up on your wine. It's Friday night. Have you a good time? I'm
about to. Don't worry. I'm feeling it right now. I'm like super happy for no reason.
I have my high quality H2O.
I'm about to go get some high quality H2O to slow this down a little bit.
Sounds good. Well, thank you so much, Keish, and we'll keep chatting it up in the chat.
All right, thank you. Bye, guys.
You're welcome. Oh, that was great. Awesome, Keisha. Yes, thank you so much for your service. And we have somebody in the back room. This is somebody that I had the pleasure of meeting. And he came all the way to Miami for my meet and greet. He purchases my merch. He is in every premiere, showing major support. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Steve G.
How are you?
I'm great, thank you. Thank you so much for asking, Steve.
One mistake. I wasn't in Miami. We was in Georgia.
Oh, that's right. Oh, you're right. See, everything is that just shows good time. It was not my meet and greet. We met in Georgia at Arms 3.
Yep.
Yes. See, but he said he came for me now.
Oh, yeah.
The devil now.
You see what I got, right? You know. I had to come support the queen of all time.
Thank you. Thank you, Steve. So what's up? What's going on?
Nothing much. Like I said, I'm trying to stay awake because I work 12-hour shifts. And when I saw you was going live, I said, I got to catch it. I was sitting up, nodding off, sitting up, nodding off. Then I just turned it on and I said, okay, we got to wake up. That's why I got my bottle.
I was going to say now y'all turning up in the chat. Y'all are turning up in the chat.
Not much. Just a little taste. That's all for the week. Tomorrow, Tomorrow going to be a turn up because we're going, me and my wife, my friends of ours are taking us out for our birthdays because it rained for the last 8 weeks on the weekend.
Oh, wow.
And we had our 55th. We had 80s theme.
Oh, that should be fun.
We ended up having it last Saturday. We had it in the house. It turned out real nice, though. It was real nice.
Oh, that sounds so. Everybody dressed up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
In the
see,
80s theme.
I want to see pictures.
I got to get them from my wife because she got them all on her camera. My daughter got them on her camera. Everybody got pictures. I just tell everybody to send them to me.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
I'll figure out how to send them to you.
That
You
is
can
so
see it.
cool.
If not, I'll definitely show them to you in June.
Oh, for sure. Because I will be there in June. I
Oh,
will.
yeah.
Let me see. Jason says first person shooters are crazy in virtual reality. See, now we talking about games. See, alcohol, games, scary movies. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm losing y'all. Yeah, I'm
See,
not.
that's the thing. When you have an open topic, everybody just start talking about any and everything. Just keep it moving.
See, I like that. I think that's what makes it. You actually are able to find things that you have in common with different people, and that's how you build a community. And you can build strength through knowledge of one another. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't say that's why I never have a topic, because this is only like my third or fourth live. But I think it makes it more of a genuine environment.
Were you able to figure out how to have multiple people on at once or no?
Yes, if we get one more person to hit the link, let me drop the link and we can try it and see if it happens. If you don't mind, Steve.
No. I'm here for you.
Fadina, hello, how are you? I'm at work just watching the chat. Samuel, hello. Thank you for joining. Randy Johnson, thank you for coming in. Now, D down here talking now. Let me see what he said.
Tell
Randy,
my brother, come on.
yeah, right.
Tell him just put his hand behind you, a wave or something.
Some, right? Mr. Muhammad just sent another super chat. Thank you so much. He says that his favorite rifle will be the HK-G36C. I'm going to have to do some research on this HK-G36C.
I'm just learning rifles.
And we are going to see if we can get that on the channel. We're going to see.
I'm quite sure you will. I'm quite sure you will. So there's nothing stopping you.
That's what I need. If you guys can send me little requests, and not just cooking and firearms that you guys want to see and review. Okay, he sent another super chat. My handgun will be the Glock 17 Gen 4. Yes. So you and Miss Keisha are on the Glock train for the zombies. So D says, Randy, I think I looked into a PS5 the last time I was playing Madden in 03. Yes, it's been that long since. 2003. Golly. Steve says, well, I'm going to take off for now, gang. I wish I could stay longer, but trying to discipline my time spent online. Steve, I am so glad that you stopped by. Thank you so much for joining the Yoke Gang All In as well. I gave you a shout out. I don't know if you were here to hear it, but I appreciate your time very, very much. And I'm sure the whole gang does too. Thank you. Keisha says straight headshots with the Glock.
She taking them out.
Yes, she ain't playing no games.
Oh. She like heads only.
All right, Steve. Hugs. My daughter taught me how to do the
Me either.
The heart thing, but I can't remember.
I just go like this.
All right.
Tell my brother I said, and you have a good evening.
You too.
In the chat. And I'll see you real soon.
Yes, sir, Steve. Thank you for stopping by.
Never a problem.
All righty. Take care.
Good night. Good night.
Mr. Muhammad, let me see. And my shotgun will be the Benelli M4. Now, question, would you choose the 1301 or the M4? Which one would you choose? There it is. She just came out to show me how to do it. Hearts, hearts, hearts. So drop that in the comment. What would you choose, Benelli M4 or the 1301? See, Jason, I have no clue what you're talking about. D says 1301. Looks like you were trying to throw up gang signs. Yeah, it doesn't seem natural. But you know, you see that heart. Look at that heart. See it? It's a heart. All right, we got Mr. Muhammad is back. Let's bring him onto the chat. Mr. Muhammad, thank you so much for all those super chats. Thank you, thank you. Can you hear me? Maybe. Oh, I lost him. He came in and I lost him. Okay, Jason says, laugh for myself. I have Shanna links Insta. I wanted the real hand, but I'll take it. All right, Steve. Now is it the drink? You see it now. Yes, see? All right. So Keisha says, Lord Yoki, Hubs is like, did you see my bike, babe? Hubs is like, did she see? No, I want to see your bike. I didn't get a chance to see your bike. Or I'll have to Google it. I'll Google it so I can see it. But yes, motorcycles was a big thing in our house. Let me see. Honda CBR 1000. Honda CBR 1000 Black Edition, 2023. Oh. RR, yes, it's this one. Oh, this is really nice. Oh, I definitely can't show this to D. Oh, that is really, really nice. Can y'all see that? That is a nice bike. Oh, wow. We call her the Bat, and I love how you refer to it as her. Yes, that baby. I know you want one, but you already looking at it. No. Well, y'all will find out. Y'all will find out next live if D ended up with a bike or not. These scammers been serious lately, Yoke. Yes, let's talk about the scammers. Listen, there is a fake YouTube page. There's multiple fake YouTube pages. There's multiple fake Facebook accounts. There's multiple fake Instagram accounts. There's multiple TikTok accounts. You guys, please be mindful. Please be aware. Do not communicate with any of those accounts. Please do not communicate with any of those accounts. On YouTube, the way that you can find or figure out if the account is mine or not, my name is inside of a gray bubble. If you're receiving messages from an account that says Yoki Stirrup and it is not inside of a gray bubble, it is not me. Please do not send them any money. You guys know better. I cannot send you any guns to your house. It does not work that way. I do not give away firearms. Please do not respond to them. Facebook. The fake Facebook page getting more play than my real Facebook page. That is insane. I do not use my Facebook. The only thing I use my Facebook for is to like really promote YouTube, to get the people, letting them know, head over to YouTube. This video is dropping. And the same with Instagram. Instagram, please be sure that the account that you selected or the inbox person, whoever it is that you're talking to, that the page has 211,000 subscribers. If it has any less than that, it is not me. Please be careful. I've had somebody actually upload a video on YouTube. I mean, speaking ill of me because he communicated with a scammer and he got. It's not my fault. I stress to you guys all the time, I take my time and I go through my comments and I make sure I try to delete and hide and block these scammers. Please, if you come across one, please do the same. Do the same. Block them, report them. Do help me help you guys stay safe on these YouTube streets, because it is horrible. Yes, that he actually made a video calling me a liar, calling me a scammer, calling me I took his money. I mean, just on and on. And I knew nothing about it. So please be careful. Please be careful. And I want and hope to do something in the future as far as getting you guys something, just an appreciation for, you know, the support that you guys give me. It will be announced through a video. There will not be a response to your comment in any way telling you that, you know, you won something. It does not and will not work that way on this channel. It will be a formal video. It may be a live. It may be something to where I am communicating with you, my face on the screen, so that you guys can hear it coming from me. And I will never ask you to send me anything or pay for postage for anything that I am sending you. No. No, ma'am. No, sir. I will not have you pay for postage or select the shipping company that you want to send. No. And and I've played with them. I've actually got on the Telegram and chatted with them back and forth throughout to see what it is that they're thinking. What is it that they're telling you guys? How are they able to scam people? And the stories are not even believable. The way that they're talking, it doesn't even make sense. But unfortunately, people get caught up in the moment, and it's a very unfortunate situation. So please be careful. You can always reach out to the moderators first too. Yes, you can always reach out. If Jason, Shanna, I'm not sure if Keisha has an Instagram, you can reach me on Instagram through DM. But make sure that the account has 211,000 subscribers, and we will be sure, and they will know if we are going to do something, you know, of that sort. And yes, especially if it sounds funny, if your gut is telling you, I don't know now, Yoke, I like Yoke, we cool, that's my girl, but something right here don't seem right. So please go with that gut feeling. Steve says, especially sending firearms, you must go through an FFL. You're absolutely correct. And that was something that they were saying. They never once asked me for an FFL. They wanted my information, my credentials, like, you're going to send it to my house. It doesn't work that way. No. And I know people get excited about free things and all that stuff. And unfortunately, you end up getting got that way. So my computer is going to die. Dee, can you please get me my computer bag out of the truck, please? Thank you. Let me see. What are they saying? Yes, Keisha, you're absolutely correct. People need to do better. And I don't understand, what do they get out of creating fake accounts to pretend to be somebody else? It's just the weirdest thing to me. It's so weird. I don't know. Someone tried to get me to do a Bitcoin posing as you. See? So it's not just guns, it's Bitcoin too. Be careful, please. Let me see what else is the chat saying. If you're going for a Benelli, I'll take the Supernova Tactical. Nice choice, Samuel. Let me see. Does anybody else want to come in? Come in, come in. Jason or Shanna. You guys can always hit the link if you'd like. Let me drop that link for you guys. There it is. Let me see. Spanish, LOL. I had a scammer on Instagram last week. They just make me so sick. I cannot stand them. Oh. You guys, give me 1 second. One moment, please. Okay, I'm back. I am back. All right, let's get back into position. All right, Shanna says, I have a migraine, so I have to pass. Oh, I am so sorry, Shanna, to hear that. I suffer from them too, so I 100% understand. I am grateful and thankful that you're even here with a migraine. I really appreciate you being here and hanging out with me. Jermaine says, someone posing as you tried to get me into YouTube. Oh, I think I read that already. Yes. No, that's a new one. Someone posing as you tried to get. Well, I hope you didn't do it, Jermaine. You didn't do it, right? You didn't fall for it. Wife home, take care. Bill, thank you for coming in. Tell the wife I said hello. I really appreciate you stopping by. Very much so. It's Friday night. Yes, it is in the back seat. Yeah, my computer is going to die if I don't get a charger. So we got 137 people in that I'm actually watching the live. Thank each and every one of you for joining. If you're able to, go ahead and get in these comments. Let's talk. If there's anybody else that's wanting to actually touch bases on a particular, like Keisha said something. Keisha said, I was saying you are not a mentirosa, LOL. The word I remember. Yeah, no, yo no soy mentirosa. No, yo no soy mentirosa. Mentirosa is a liar. I am not a liar. Yo no soy mentirosa. So I will not tell you that I'm sending you a gun. And no, that's a lie. Every time you drink, I take a shot. Well, let me, I need to drink some more. Hold on, Steve, because I really didn't. Go ahead, Steve. Okay. Wow, I'm so thirsty. Jermaine says that was me. Almost. Oh, you almost did? No. Jermaine, please be careful. Shanna, that's your husband. Be nice. Oh, Lord. What's going on with the Ewings here? Thank you, baby doll. All right, so now we're good for about another 30 minutes. I've kept y'all on for 1 hour and 3 minutes. Chat, my baby girl Deani says hello to everyone. Bill, love you too. Thank you for joining. Oh, snap. Hubs made the... What is that? Miss Keisha. Miss Keisha, wait a minute. I got something for you. Hit that link. What is that? well, I was gonna say I didn't even know sharks had one, but they do give live birth. But what is it? Hello, Charles. How are you? All right, we have somebody backstage. This is Hightower, everyone. Hey, Kenny, don't ask no questions. Don't ask no questions. Hello, Hightower. How are you?
Great.
Wow, your mic is awesome. You sound great.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in. It's such a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. You're a great cook. I love them recipes. Keep them coming.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Anyone in particular you like?
Yes, the fried turkey wings and the broccoli salad.
Oh, yes. That broccoli salad is jamming.
Oh, yes.
Very good. Now, they gave me a lot of heat about my raisins. But
I love raisins.
I don't eat. That's the only way I would eat raisins is in a broccoli salad.
Okay.
I don't care for them too much, but the sweetness and the saltiness of the two together just balances so well.
Yes, it
And
does.
it's so good. So yeah, but I'm glad you liked it. Now, one thing I wish I would have done as far as the turkey wings go,
Mhm.
before I boiled them, I wish I would have injected them with some type of marinade.
Oh, yeah, that would have really been good. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
I might try that next time.
next time you try it, before you boil them, inject it with some marinade. Well, Miss Hightower, I'm gonna bring somebody else on the screen. Let me get this impatient person on here.
Yes,
Oh,
please
no,
do.
you stay right there. Don't go nowhere.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I just want to come on and, thank you for doing what you do on YouTube, and I'm a big fan.
Miss Hightower, this is my husband, D-Man.
Hi, Mr. D-Man. How are you?
How you doing, Mr. Hightower?
Mrs. Hightower.
Mrs. Hightower.
Lovely. I hate I didn't get a chance to meet you guys when you came to Gary. I'm born and raised here, so I could have gave you guys a proper tour of.
Oh man, I want to move to Gary.
He wants to move to Gary.
Oh wow, that's shocking to hear. Oh God.
Yeah,
So,
I love that place.
Can I ask something of you? Can you please DM me on Instagram?
Yeah, I can.
And we can definitely get together because I want to go up this winter.
Oh, that would be awesome. Yes.
So we can, if you have time, we can get together and you can give us that official tour.
Oh yeah, I can take you to some hidden gems that you guys didn't really get a chance to see. In fact, Jay's Restaurant, I grew up right around the block from that restaurant.
And the food is so good.
Yes, it is. It is.
So good. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, we got some gems. I would definitely be honored to just show you guys and give you guys an awesome tour. So I'm definitely gonna do that with Instagram tonight. I'm gonna make sure I do that tonight.
Please, dinner on me.
Oh, I'm like you already, girl.
Please do. Please do.
I will be honored. Definitely will be honored. So I do have a request of you.
Yes, ma'am.
I just recently bought a Ruger gun. I'm gonna have to get the specifics of it.
Okay.
And I like your opinion on it. So I'm gonna put that all in the Instagram when I contact you tonight and get your take on it. I'm a newbie, so anything you can offer me would be gladly appreciative.
Yes, but remember, my opinion, it all depends on how it feels when you hold it.
I'm actually okay with it, but the other expertise, with ammunition, how it shoots, how you do the gun videos. That's what I'm looking for. I love the way it fits.
Okay.
But, like I said, it's my first one officially. But I
Congratulations.
like expert opinions when it comes to those things like that.
Okay. Sounds good. So we will be chatting.
Definitely. Most definitely. I really, really look forward to meeting you guys.
Oh, this is so great. Thank you.
You are more than welcome. Like I said, keep them recipes coming, girl.
Thank you. I sure will. If you won't have any requests, make sure you drop that in that message too.
Okay, I definitely will.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you for coming on. Good night.
Oh, good night. Love you guys.
Oh,
Keep the videos
good night.
coming.
Baby too.
All right, I'll get you that information tonight.
Okay. Thank
All righty.
you.
Bye-bye, guys.
Don't say bye. See you later.
Oh, you're right. See you later.
And I meant to say that earlier because I was saying bye-bye. I said, wait a minute. You only say bye to people you never want to see again. You say see you later to people that you want to continue.
You're right.
Your life.
My grandmother used to say that all the time. She used to say that just brought back very good memories. Yeah. Yeah. So I would definitely make sure I say see you later.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, take care, Miss D.
Force of habit.
Okay, yes, it is. All right, guys. Talk to you soon.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right, sir.
What's that?
What's good? I got somebody in the waiting room. I'm gonna bring them on. This is Addis Evans. Welcome to the stage.
What up?
Hello, hey, how y'all doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. Look, I want to shout out to everybody and to you. Me and my wife, we watch y'all all the time. We love y'all videos and everything. We just want to ask because we have the Ruger 1022. If y'all would do a video on that.
Okay, Ruger 1022. Let me get my pen so I don't forget.
Yes, ma'am.
Take some notes here.
All right. Yeah, because it has so many functions to it and everything, and so many upgrades that you can do. I was just wondering. I just wanted you and your husband to do like a video on it and maybe go through some of the different functions that I might not know or somebody else might not know. But it's a very famous gun. I didn't know that too. So.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that Ruger. Yeah. Matter of fact,
it's a nice gun.
I think our local gun store have one.
Wow. Yeah, but they're an excellent gun.
I'm gonna give them a call in the morning, and if they have one, I'll pick that up just for you so that we can go ahead and review that and let you know how I feel about it.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, that's what's up, man. Hey, appreciate y'all, man.
I really appreciate you and your wife. The support.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
There's no. I don't call me ma'am.
not like it was just a respectful thing. So, that's all it is.
But the support is greatly appreciated. I can't give you enough thank yous for that. And even you coming in to support the movement here on the channel, it's greatly appreciated. I really do.
Appreciate you, brother.
Hey, anytime, man. We appreciate y'all, really.
Thank you. And tell your wife I said hello, and hopefully I get to see her or meet her one day. And
yes, ma'am.
Because there will be many more of these lives, so we definitely got to get her on. And I'm
okay.
That Ruger 1022 for you.
I sure will. Thank y'all.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, y'all have a great night.
You too.
All right.
All right, y'all. So we got a Ruger 1022 we are going to talk about. I'm excited. So you guys gotta let me know. Drop some requests. See, let me see what the chat talking about. Jason said
so
the
you
Ruger.
Just don't bring me in here and ignore me.
I'm sorry. Hello, honey. How are you?
I ain't nobody. I'm just gonna sit up here and you just finna go to the chat and read the message.
Well, now you're my co-host.
I just wanted to tell everybody I appreciate them for supporting the channel.
You don't want to be my co-host?
No, I ain't was finna stay on here for long.
But you're not even on camera.
I know that.
All
Go
right.
ahead. You got about 30 more seconds
30
of
more
me,
seconds.
of me being on here.
Y'all get D to stay. D got the Barry White sounding straight out of Dade County. And Keisha is something else. I wish Keisha hit this link and come back. I think we got to make Keisha my co-host. He always hides. Besides the camera. Yes, Samuel, we're not gonna see much. Every now and again he'll come and he'll sneak in, but you ain't gonna see too much of D. Kingdom says stay on D. Yes, we got to stay on D to get D to participate more.
All right, well, check this out. Since I'm on, right?
What?
Let's talk about that.
Geneva, welcome to the chat. I didn't see you. Hello. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So let's talk about that little battle we had about
What
2 weeks ago
I don't know what you're talking about.
when I outshot you at the range.
That was like 3 lives ago. You should have tried that last live. Don't come in here with no mess this live. This is why you bringing up old stuff.
All right, well, let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this. Can you outshoot me?
Yes.
Are you really gonna play yourself like that?
That's a feel. Do I feel like I can outshoot you? That's different. Now, did I outshoot you that day? No.
Have you ever outshot me? You thinking too long.
No. So you gonna sit up here and just call my shooting skills trash and I
ain't say that.
Kenny says challenge.
Kenny, she don't want that.
See?
Don't even do it like that.
Let me see. Definitely giving Barry White recognize D man without the face. That's I always get her. Bedina. I always want to call her Belinda. Bedina. That's Bedina. She spoke to you.
How you doing? Yeah, I can't see the chat.
D needs to sing that Barry White tune. Your sweetness is your weakness. I've seen a hand and a shadow before. Yeah, Samuel, that's probably as much as you're gonna get. You're not gonna get no, not too much more than that. Steve said you ain't got to host. He'll host if you don't want to.
Steve.
Oh man, Charlie. Geneva, I'm great. Thank you so much for asking. How are you? Keisha says, points if D says show your right, but in Dade County. Points if D says show your right, but in Dade County. Can you see the chat?
No, I can't see the chat.
No. All right, Keisha, we're going to have to talk. Sound like you on wine glass number 4. Charlie says, I think it should be a rematch. Yes. Well, we got to have the first match first. We ain't even have the first match.
How many rematches we have to have?
That wasn't even a rematch. That was something that you just out of the blue. I wasn't even ready. I was tired. It was hot. And you just want to said, I mean, you just want to come. I bet you can't shoot this, so and so and so.
No, I give it to you though. I give it to you with a rifle. You deadly. I mean, you deadly with a pistol too, but you ain't better than me. Remember, I'm the one that put the first 380 Larson in your hand when you ain't even know how to load a mag.
And I give you that. You're absolutely correct. Yes. Yes. So you do shoot handguns very proficiently. You're very good with those handguns.
Yeah, I know that.
But if you taught me, then what does that say?
But what's funny, right? I ain't even teach you. Cause like the typical wife, y'all don't listen to your husband.
Then who taught me?
I'm gonna say Randy gave you the fundamentals.
Yes, you don't have patience. That's what your problem is. It's not that I don't listen. You don't have patience. Yes, Randy Reddick, the neighborhood instructor. He gave me the fundamentals on pistol shooting. All right, we got somebody else in in the waiting room, and this is Sheldon. Sheldon, are you ready? Keep still, or I'm gonna catch you off guard. Sheldon, where'd you go? I see you moving around, but I can't see you. Sheldon? Oh, we lost him. Him or her, not sure. I'll drop that link one more time if you're interested in coming in.
But yeah, before I get up out of here, yo, I just, you know what I'm saying? I just want to I want to give a thanks to everybody who support the channel. You know what I'm saying? It means a lot to us. I mean, it's a lot of hard work and dedication, you know, put behind it. So like every time, you know, we drop a video and we see familiar faces and names in the chats, you know what I'm saying? It really means a lot to us.
Yes. Yes. So much.
And I mean, just to give y'all a inside scoop, I mean, waking up 4 o'clock in the morning to drive 2 hours just to go to a range to do a video, you know what I'm saying? 2 hours to go do a hog hunt. Rain. I'm gonna tell y'all something that y'all don't even know about Yo. I mean, she goes so hard in the paint, and she want these videos to be so perfect. She cry 50% of the time.
Why are you telling all my business?
Real talk, you know what I'm saying? So from us to y'all, we really appreciate each and every last one of you.
Yes, it's very emotional for me because I want to be able to give you guys the best. And nothing is scripted, nothing is practiced, nothing is. So when I get in front of that camera and I try to keep all of my, I keep all of my bloopers. It's just everything. Everything has to be perfect, but without losing or, you know, not staying true to myself when I get in front of the camera with you guys. So yes, I can be a little wreck sometimes. All right, we got 3 people backstage now. You ready to go? Because my co-host is on here.
All right, well, I'll get up out of here.
Right.
I'm gonna have to turn off the whole phone and turn it back on just to make sure I'm off.
You don't have to, because I'm gonna kick you out. All right. See you later. Keisha. Oh, we got Samuel Harris. Hello. And we got Keisha back. Samuel.
Hello. Woo. I was trying to get D to say show you right like Barry White, but he had to do it Dade County style.
Okay. So I'm gonna get him back and then we're gonna have him say it.
Okay.
I'm gonna get him. You said show you right. Dade, what it is?
He gotta say show you right like Barry White, but say it Dade County.
Show you right like Barry White, but Dade County style.
But Dade County.
Okay, we're gonna get him back and we're gonna make him do it. So Samuel Harris, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. I was just coming to support my man D because I felt like he needed some support.
Oh,
But
man.
look,
Let me get him back in here. Let me see if he'll let me drop this
but
link one time. We might as well just have a big reunion. We got Bash in here too. So we're gonna bring Bash in. What's up? How are you? I think your mic is muted. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine, Bash. How are you?
Good.
Excellent. Nobody want to show their face, but it's okay.
I would, but I'm at work and I don't want all my coworkers in the background.
Oh, that's fine. But we do have one more person back here, and it's YDC. We might as well just bring YDC on here too. YDC, you in? I think you muted.
Yeah. You can hear me?
Yo, what's good?
Yo, what's popping? You feel me? On this good afternoon or night, wherever you at.
On this good evening, yes, sir. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for asking. I'm so
that's what's
glad
up.
you guys came in and hit that link.
I really just. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
No. I'm over talking y'all. Go ahead.
Nah, I really came in here to rep for the Glock boys. You feel me? Because we be on that, but you be hating.
Oh my God, the Glock boys. Oh.
No, you cannot show firearms on live.
All right, hold on.
Do not touch
You know, I have.
All right, y'all be hating on us though. Why? Why y'all hating on us?
Let me tell you, when Glock can at least give you a decent front and rear sight, then we can talk.
Thank you.
What you mean? I feel like they pretty decent.
That's the least that I'm asking for.
I think you're too hard on them.
Front and rear sight.
I think you're too hard on Glock.
So whose sight you like?
If you just give me a nice fiber optic sight, I'm great. The Dawson Precisions are the best in my opinion. But if you just give me a nice fiber optic sight or a what is it? Day night. It's just something. Them ugly. I put those Glock sights in the same category as High Point Sesame Street sights.
Oh.
They in the same category.
You can't even put Glock and High Point in the same sentence though.
Why
it don't match up.
They don't give you Glock gives you just as much as High Point give you.
That's not a lie.
That ain't no thank you. That is not a lie. The only thing is you paying for the name on one and the fame on one, and one you just paying for what it is you get what you pay for. They not gonna overprice what it is that they do, and they say you want a gun, we're gonna give you a gun, affordable gun. Will it shoot? You gotta hope you got a good one, and good luck.
Dang, Glock affordable?
Glock is not an extreme. I wouldn't
Feel
say.
Me?
Yes, Glock is affordable. You can find you a nice, decent Glock for a decent price. But is it overpriced for what it is that they give you? Very much so.
They work though.
They work. Now I never.
So what you think? What you think? Like 19X could be worth?
What did I get with what?
No, I said so if you had a price of 19X, what would you price it at realistically?
19X. 19X FDE. We're gonna give them that because usually the don't put that thing away. They usually pay a little bit more for color, so it's FDE. You get the same garbage sights. So if I had to put a price point on a Glock 19, I would say I would rather not pay more than $399 for it.
That's fair.
Yeah. But I do say this about you, Yoki.
Yes.
You do grade guns rough because I'm a FN man, and you hurt my feelings one day.
Oh, I'm sorry. But
But it's okay though.
now let me tell you, FN makes fantastic rifles. They know what they're doing when it comes to the rifles. They struggle greatly, in my opinion, when it comes to handguns.
And that's based on, for your opinion, based on what?
Based on just like the play. For example, Bash, are you there?
I am.
Okay, well, oh, you were talking. I got your voice. I'm trying to figure out. Keisha, you still there?
I am. I did want to say one thing though. My husband is thrilled that you're a Virgo just like him, honey. He is on his back. Okay.
Well, he is definitely good people. I like him already.
Oh yeah, he was like, Team Virgo, we taking over. I'm like, bro, come on now.
What is that?
Hey, that's my Bible. Don't worry about how it's like ripped and stuff. You feel me? But
That means it's put to good use. I'm
hey, this
actually
my Bible. You know what I'm saying? Not to cut off Keisha, but I don't believe in no signs for real. Feel me?
I'm glad to see it in that condition because
So
that means put to good use.
So Yoke, I want to know your opinion about the Kimber Rapide Scorpion.
I am searching for one. I am dying to review that handgun. So as soon as I get one, you better believe it will be here.
I think you're gonna like it. It's fire.
Okay. So let's go back to these FNs. I have the FN 502. I have the FN 509. I have the FNX 45. The FNX 45 is my favorite of the FN pistol line. My FN.
Mine too.
I'm sorry.
As is mine as well.
Yes. My FN 502. It is a struggle for me to shoot a 22, and which is unheard of. The reason is it has an ambidextrous safety on the grip. So when you grip the firearm, if you grip it too aggressively, your magazine will fall out. Now, out of all of my ambi pistols, that 502 is the only one that it happens to me with. I just don't know why. Now, the 509, when I first got that 509, I was pretty excited about it. I even got a trigger, an Apex trigger to switch out because I hate the trigger on the 509. And I still didn't find the liking for it enough to actually get the trigger installed. So I want to like it. Maybe I should just go ahead and get the trigger installed and take it back out and see if it changes my opinion on the way that I feel about it. But the FNX 45 is definitely my favorite FN handgun. As far as what it is that I have. Y'all there?
Yeah, okay. I didn't know if anybody was gonna talk. I ain't trying to yap all day.
No, I didn't want to talk over you.
Like, have you tried the 510?
I don't have the 510. I have not tried that. I saw it at my gun shop. I said, oh, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna get it. Came back and it was gone. And they have not restocked on it. So that is something that I do want to get because I want to compare that to the X10 and see how they compare in shoots.
Nah, that's what's.
Ms. Yoke, I thank you for your time. I'm going to get back to work, but thank you for your time and thank you for all that you do.
Mr. Harris, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you taking the time out and joining me on my live tonight.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night. Mr. Bash.
Yes, ma'am.
You good?
I'm good.
I already can't see you and you ain't talking.
I'm the one that asked you about the Kimber Rapide.
Oh, okay. I was I was trying to get the voices straight because I knew somebody had asked me. Okay, yes, the Kimber Rapide definitely is one that I want to. They're beautiful. They are. I mean, and that I have another story about that. I went to Bass Pro, and this is when things got real iffy with the the handguns, and they wasn't sure what they were going to do and all this stuff. So the guy at Bass Pro was like, look, don't buy this yet, because if you're ever have a what did he say, a magazine restriction, which a magazine restriction in Florida will probably suck big time. You can always buy this because of the capacity. You need to buy something with a greater capacity. So he kind of like talked me out of it. So I ended up getting something else, and I wish I wouldn't have. But yes, you should be seeing that soon. I'm going to put that on my notes too. That is such a beautiful gun.
It's not as good as some of the guns you shoot, but but it is a nice gun.
No, I mean, just for the looks. And this is another thing that I talk to the ladies and the guys so much, especially when you're trying to get your wives and girlfriends into firearms. If you are, me, and I think I can speak for a lot of women. If you are visually attracted to something, you're going to find yourself wanting to go back to it more. I don't know, if that can be a characteristic of a man too. If you like something, by nature, you're going to, repeat that same thing. That's just like a pen. Oh, this pen writes good. You're going to cop this pen and you're going to cuff it. And, this is my pen. And anybody who touched that pen is like, hey, let me get my pen, right? I like that pen. So when I saw the Kimber, I was so visually attracted to that gun that I was more interested to know how it was going to perform.
Right. Well, it's definitely not a staccato, but it's great. It's a great.
I mean, and I'm not going to say staccatos are overrated. I hate to even put that in the same sentence, but there are a lot of firearms that will give staccato a run for their money. And even at a lesser price point. It's, yes, you do have the buttery slides, you have the excellent recoil systems, you have the Dawson Precision. It's a lot of things that they give you that makes that shoot so much more enjoyable. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what I stress a lot when I do my gun reviews, and I'm actually talking about the manufacturers actually giving the consumer something that, that they would be satisfied with, that they're interested in, or how can I better the shoot of my product?
That's true.
So, and I think that's what staccato does. So it mesmerizes a lot of people when they actually go out there and they hold it and it feels so good. And they pull that trigger and it feels so good. And the sights are amazing, So it's a lot of things that they do to kind of draw you into that space. So if we can get everybody else to kind of follow their lead, it could be a lot of excellent firearm. A lot of companies that lack in certain places, they can end up moving up in the chart.
That's true. I'm a big fan of my CZ Shadow too lately. It's definitely not a staccato, but it shoots really nice.
But the shadows are great too. I don't have any of the shadows, but I do have the Checkmate, and Checkmate failed me. And that's kind of why I haven't really dipped into the CZs too much, but I'm definitely going to get one. Why, DC?
What's popping, Phil?
You look like you got something on your mind, baby. Let me hear it.
No, I was waiting for y'all to finish y'all, but I was going to say, like, back to when you were saying about the magazine ban, or like if they put a capacity limit, you feel like as like American citizens that we should even like follow their guidelines or comply, as people would say, with like whatever regulations that they try to put in place.
Okay, I'm here to tell you not to break no laws. That's not what we're here to do. That's not, but as an American citizen, you do what you feel is right. And
Stay out of jail. Don't break no laws.
Exactly. Don't break no laws. The goal is to go home and stay home.
Right.
So just be very careful. It's a very, very touchy subject. You do want to make sure that you educate yourself on a lot of that, these laws and stuff that, that are flying around, if there are ever a new magazine capacity restrictions, or even like the braces and all that stuff. The best thing to do is educate yourself and, consult with people in the fields with the proper education on what it is that you're asking. You would like to take people's education as gold if you're talking to an attorney or whatever, but I always recommend to get a second opinion on whatever it is that you're saying, whatever it is that you're questioning, or what it is that you feel like you should do. But I am here to tell you 100%, we are not here to break laws. We are here to follow the rules. I don't make them, I just follow them.
Fair enough.
Hey, on another note, I saw one of your videos with the echo trigger, and I was thinking about getting it, but I wanted to know your opinion of it.
The echo trigger. Which one is that? What pistol? Y'all gonna have to
It wasn't a Banshee, but it was something like that, and you had like an echo trigger on it.
Oh, that was the Fostech.
Yes.
Now, they're all right. I mean, it's a rhythm. You really have to get into it's that pull one, release one situation. So if you can't get that rhythm just right to where you get it in that happy place, it's not going to perform the way that you're expecting it to do.
It seems like you would break what we learned about how to pull triggers and hit that wall.
Right.
So it seems
because once you hit that wall and then you make that reset, right when you get to that reset, it's going to give you one more. So if you can keep it in between the reset and the wall, it will perform as if it was a happy switch.
Okay.
I mean, they're not. I don't like, again, if you want to take it to the range and have fun and do all that stuff, I don't see it. It could be fun, but it's nothing accurate with it. You really have to, it's more than just stance at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You have to think about what it is that you're doing.
Right. Hey, so when you going to bless us with another 50 cal video?
Soon. I just got me 250 more rounds. So, I love to take that baby out to the range. So soon, sooner than, we probably need to get some good Halloween footage. I shouldn't say Halloween because it wouldn't be for the holiday, but like, shoot some pumpkins or do, shoot some stuff out there.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Definitely. At 100 yards, I think it'll be a pretty interesting situation. Shooting those, I don't know if you saw the last one where I was trying to shoot the spray cans.
I don't think I saw that one.
Yeah, and D just so happened to he knocked my zero off. So it took me a lot longer to hit those couple spray cans, but it was fun. It was fun. But yeah, probably won't be no spray cans. It'll be something else that I can get to explode and do some nice stuff with out there.
I like the videos when you have the back and forth with D, where he tosses you the clips so you catch them. I think that's nice. That's a nice touch.
Yeah, I
do more of that.
Yeah, I enjoy his interactions sometimes. And sometimes. Yeah, he's great. He definitely is great. He makes a lot of this happen and great production. Because all what you see is that D-Man production.
Right. And the Twister video, that was great. Those were great.
Oh yeah, that was fun. I
Yeah.
did have a good time when we went up to Chicago, to the gun camp range. We had us a great time. Somebody asked me about the DWX Kingdom. That is one that I cannot wait to get my hands on. That is the CZ DWX, the Dan Wesson X. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen that.
Oh,
What that is.
oh, you guys got to Google it. You got to Google. You have to see it. It is a beautiful, beautiful gun.
Is it like a race gun or is it? What is it?
I saw it at SHOT Show. SHOT Show, this January just passed. I think it's a combination. You can use it as a race gun, or I can't even give you the 100 on it. As far as like the research part goes, like what it is that you do use it for, or what you could use it for, but it looks like it would be. Ain't it nice?
I mean, it kind of looked like a CZ a little bit.
It is. It's made by CZ.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But it's a CZ Dan Wesson. They did a collaboration.
No, it's pretty
Oh,
nice. Like, I'm just looking at ones that got like the red grip on it.
Yes.
I don't know the price point on it, but it looked pretty nice.
Yeah, it's steep.
Steve, hold on, let me check this
Yeah.
out.
They ain't playing with those prices.
Well, I shut off my computer. This thing told me something.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Isn't it?
Nice.
Bash, you got to look at it.
Okay. Because you know I like the CZ, so let me look at it.
You're not joking about their price either. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they ain't playing by the price.
Oh, I thought it'd be crazier than that. 2 bands.
Yeah, they ain't praying. They not. Now that's probably the base model.
Oh, damn, my bad.
No, I'm saying probably, because that's just how they do it. They'll give you something, but if you want this, you got to pay an extra this for this, or if you want these type of sights, it's an extra this, or if you want, you know what I'm saying?
So, Young, what do you think about the Terran Tactical handguns?
I think they're very nice looking guns as well.
Have you ever shot one?
I've never shot a Terran Tactical. I've held one, but I've never shot it. I am interested in shooting one. There wouldn't be no Terran Tactical Glock though.
No.
I'm gonna keep poking at you. Every time I see you relax back there, I'm gonna keep poking at you.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, but I did shoot the Sand Viper. But don't they go for like 7-8K?
Yes.
It's 7K. Yeah.
Now I don't know. I'm not that experienced with like 1911s, 2011s, whichever you prefer. But I mean, I got a Prodigy and an XC, and I think I'll take the XC over the Sand Viper, in my opinion.
See,
wow.
The XC, in my opinion, is a fantastic shoot as well, but I enjoy the XL better.
XL, I never shot the XL. I only shot the P and the XC. And the moment I shot the XC, I knew I had to have it.
Yes. Now, the XC is one of those, like I described it, it almost feels like you're cheating.
A little bit, yeah. Kind of.
Yes. When you shoot that gun and you hold that up to it's like it shoots itself.
That's how the CZ Shadow is. It feels like a cheat.
Really?
You gotta shoot that. You gotta shoot that. It feels like a cheat.
Okay, well, I definitely, and it's a big price difference between the XC and the Shadow.
It is, but it's a nice shoot. I mean, the trigger is like maybe 3 pounds, but it's a really nice shoot, real flat shoot. So I think you're gonna like it.
Okay, yeah. Now, which one do you recommend? I did see the Shadow that I was mostly interested was the green one because it came with the gas pedal already.
I shoot the blue one, and I really like that one. I heard the orange one was cool too, but I don't know much about the green one.
Yeah, the green one, I think it's more of like on the race side of it because it has the gas pedal, it has the extended charger, it almost has a little bit of the characteristics like the what is this? The Checkmate,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
without that huge Seymour on top of it.
Yep.
So that's why I was interested in that one because of the gas pedal. I really enjoy gas pedals on my pistols.
Feel me? Okay, right. Let's say it hit the fan today. Like, what are you grabbing? Like pistol? I need a pistol, a long gun, and you could probably put something else in there, but at least those two.
Okay, so are we fighting humans or are we fighting zombies?
Well, let's be realistic.
Well,
You know,
well
probably
before
won't be
before you answer that, I want to tell you, you made me buy the 590 S Shockwave from your video.
Really?
Yes.
Great purchase.
Yes, you made me buy that.
Great, Brian. I know you're not disappointed.
I am not. It is a fun little gun.
Yes. YDC, do you have a Shockwave?
No, I don't got no Shockwave. I only got one shotgun, and I fell into the hype, so I got a Benelli M4.
Oh, very good. I mean, the M4s are nice. 1301s are excellent as well. But the shot, you got to get you a shorty.
No, I don't really rock with shotguns like that. Nah.
You need to get this one. You need to get it.
Fun.
It might be fun, but my hand be hurt. I ain't gonna lie.
No.
You use the short shells.
Yeah, you can shoot the minis, the 2 3/4 and the 3-inch. You can shoot all three of them out of it.
I don't know. I have to look at it, but I don't know. Shotguns just don't be my thing. I'm more into pistols. That's me.
Yeah, now if you shoot 3 inches out of a shorty, then you looking for trouble.
Well, technically, this is a firearm, so.
Well, yes. You don't say, you have to call them 12 gauges. Don't call them shotguns.
Right.
My bad. 12 gauges. You feel me?
Yeah. As far as the Shockwaves go, because they're the shorter ones. Yes, you're absolutely correct, Bash. All right, so we're talking about if stuff was to go left.
Yeah.
What would I grab out of everything that I have?
That is a great question for Yoke.
Pistol. It would have to be one of my 320s.
Dang, see? Okay.
Yeah. My DH3 preferably.
But not a Glock, huh?
Huh?
But not a Glock, huh?
Not a Glock. Let me tell you something. I would really like to love a Glock. But I just feel like it would become a project. It would become something that I would have to build.
Well, I mean, I saw your CR920P video. It seemed that you really rock with that one.
That one is but because I bought it as is. They give me what it is that I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's okay. You feel me? Some people got Hondas, some people got Lamborghinis. It's the same thing.
I know, but if I buy a Honda, I'm gonna get the 2024 Honda that got everything that I want. I'm not gonna go get a 1996 talking about gonna go put work into it.
Facts.
See, but that's a little like Glock ain't no 1996 Honda. You feel me?
But it ain't no Honda Accord, but I say Honda Civic then.
No, like the actual one don't matter, but I'm saying like as far as like the year, it's not that old. You feel me? I say it's around like a 2018. You feel me?
YDC, do you realize that Glock has been giving you guys the same exact firearm for over 30 years.
Well, let me ask you this, right? You got an iPhone?
Yes.
iPhone give you the same thing for years and years and years, but you still buy one.
Let me tell you, the only reason why I bought this is because of YouTube. I have been Samsung forever and ever in 3 days. YouTube is the only reason why I got involved in this Apple stuff.
See, but Samsung used to be behind. I see they stepping their game up now. But they used to be behind.
Let me tell you, Samsung got 8K, 9, 10K cameras.
Now, though, I'm talking about, let's say.
They've been ahead.
How long they had that for?
They've been their last. What was the last Samsung had? Well, their last camera that's on their last phone that they just put out, that camera is like an 8K camera. And what's the Apple camera?
I think the 15, I think it's still 4 or 5K.
Yeah. So but Samsung has been producing every year. They give you something more or something different to expect. What Apple does, okay, we didn't give you a flashlight that go around. We're going to add a flash this go around. Or we didn't give you this week, so we're going to give you, you know what I'm saying? So they spoon feed you. Now they have got into the habit to where they'll give you the charging cable and won't give you the box.
No, that's crazy.
That's true.
You know, they doing little stuff like that. So when I go back to, yes, the shadow systems I did enjoy. I do enjoy it because it's a complete piece of machinery that I don't have to make any adjustments to. Now, if I just get a Glock 17, I am going to have to make the adjustments on it to where it's comfortable for me to shoot. Or something for me to enjoy. And I would hate to spend the $500, $599, $699, $599, $699 for a Glock. Then I have to turn around and buy all this different stuff to add to it.
Yeah, okay.
That's all true.
So give it straight out of the box.
But I mean, that's what you're paying for with other companies. Like, even if you take Staccato, for instance, right? Like, their marketing is pretty much their internals are upgraded from factory. You know, you might get a comp on certain ones, or like, especially with 1911s or 2011s, they're like supposed to be fit finish, like hand fit finish. So like, of course, you get the crisp, smoother or more smooth slide. You'll get a better trigger, all that type of stuff. But I mean, the price point that comes with it, if you were to take that price and let's say put it into another stock gun that maybe didn't cost a third of that gun, couldn't you make that gun that's like a third better than the Staccato per se?
You could, but I pay for convenience. You can very well send it to Johnny Glock, whoever, this guy that does all this crazy work to these Glocks. And when I get it back, it could probably be the best thing ever, but it's not convenient.
That's true. I could have just bought the Staccato.
Right.
We're going to do that. Hey, this has been good, but I got to go, y'all. I appreciate this.
All right, Bash. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. We got somebody else in the in the waiting room. Bash, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. All right, let me see. Well, we have quite a few people in here. All right, the next person, we got Corey. What's good?
What's up, yo? What's up, y'all?
How are you?
Good. Chilling. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. Thank you for coming in.
Yeah. I just got in late, so saw you on here.
I was like, let me hang out with him for a little bit.
So what's good?
Ain't nothing. Been on here talking, having a good time. I got YDC trying to convert me into a Glocker.
Hey, you know how it go. Them Glocks, they pretty good. You know what I'm saying? They're reliable, but I know you like your thing.
Yeah, I mean, if we can talk to somebody at Glock to make some changes, but at this point, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, and they still buying them. So it ain't no point of me even bothering it.
See, okay, right? If you had to make a Glock, if they hit you up and they're like, okay, we want to team up and make a Glock, right? What would you make?
What would I make?
What would you make?
I'm not well versed in the Glock world, but the most I see the Glock that gets pretty much like a lot of hype would be like the 34 or the 17, right?
Okay.
Okay, so it'd be either one of those two. So we're gonna have to have some lightning cuts as well as windows on the slide. If we're gonna have either one of those two, we may have to have one or take one so that I can have the barrel ported. We're gonna have to have at least obviously a better trigger. Y'all can, that Glock trigger got to go off rip. I should have said that first, but I was working from top to bottom. Then we got to put some nice either day and night X-ray sights, Dawson Precision, fiber optics, and we're gonna have to put some type of sight on there. Different. That U rear sight has to go. I would rather have a 2 dot of some sort, even if we can make those fiber optic as well. We'll have those 2 rear sights dotted out. You can keep the safety. We're gonna put a little bit more pronounced serrations in the slide. To me, Glock slides are too smooth. And some of them don't even have serrations on the front. They only have serrations in the back. So serrations is a big thing for me too. Stippling. I enjoy stippling, but I can't give you the names of it. I know the honeycomb was one of them that I thought was really nice. They have one that's called like Hurricane that's really attractive too. As far as the trigger go, you give me a 2.5, 3 pound trigger on it. I wouldn't even be picky. Whatever, just put, as long as it's a nice smooth trigger, just drop that in there. Nice polished ramp. What else? I think that would be a pretty ideal Glock.
Okay.
I mean, I can agree with it. You feel me? But I also like stock Glocks, so that's just me.
Yes. And I think it's more of the stock Glocks. I'm going to admit to something. I feel like I messed up early in my gun journey. I didn't give myself a chance to really go through the motions of firearms. Like I came in, I started shooting, and then I went straight for staccato. Gotcha. So I kind of robbed myself in getting in the motion of really feeling out the different, you know what I'm saying? The different types of manufacturers and firearms and how they do, why did they do this? What is it that they're giving me? So when I jumped into the staccato, I immediately had the expectation of what it is that I wanted very early. So when I held that gun and I pulled that trigger and you wasn't giving me what I expected or what I enjoyed so much out of the staccato, I was like, who shoots this? No?
Straight to the top.
So I feel like, and I'm weaning myself back, and I'm finding myself that yes, although it's not a staccato, we do have some great characteristics in a lot of firearm manufacturers here, that are available to us. So Corey, how do you feel about Glocks?
I like them. I mean, I like the reliability on them. They're very durable. That's what I like about them. They reasonable, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to spend a whole, bankroll on them. They definitely could get you up out of situation, but
out of a situation. Now I had a Glock to fail me in a situation out on a hunt. Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes. I was trying to dispatch a hog. The hog gave me a huge fight. We were in knee-deep water. I couldn't get the hog legged properly. The hog was probably close to 200 pounds. Fighting, I got him by his two back legs, and he's fighting. And I finally get him on his side. I pull out my Glock, was the 10 millimeter Glock 29.
Yeah.
And I took my first shot. I was already like this. I was wrecked. I took my first shot. I went to take my second shot and it jammed.
Wow.
So, it really, I think that's what also kind of set me back with Glock.
Okay. You had a bad experience.
Yeah, like I needed you. I needed you at that moment.
And then disappointed you. I hear you. Yeah, I like the Glock. They're okay. I like the Taurus too. I got a plus, and it was that one worked pretty well for me. I'm kind of old school guy. I like all type of guns.
Corey, don't show that gun.
Nah, I ain't showing you nothing. I already know how.
Kicked out of here.
No, I already know how it go. I know how it go. I'm not gonna do that. I want to, but I like stuff that's chrome. Kind of like old school. 357s. I pretty much like those. 38 special, Saturday night special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and I found a lot of love for revolvers and lever actions.
Yeah.
Those mature shoots. When you shoot those, you shooting some guns. You know what I'm saying? And it takes you and it makes you appreciate the startings of where we are today in the firearm game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
definitely.
It's a very mature feeling shooting those guns, whether it's a 357, a Smith & Wesson 500, a 460, whatever it is. I mean, what an experience.
Yeah, definitely.
Really nice.
I love it.
Really, really nice. So what would be your perfect Glock build?
Me or
both of y'all. So one answer and then the other answers.
I'll let him go first. I'm a little younger.
I like the 17. I like the 17. You just put a light on it, a scope, a red dot on it. That's good enough for me. It don't take much for me. Very simple.
So you're satisfied with the standard? Okay.
Yeah, I'm simple. I'm a simple guy.
You just squeeze that trigger and they say bang.
Yeah, exactly. I like the high velocity magazines though. I do like that. I like 18 shots better than something like like a 13 shot. In case you get in a shootout or something like that, you have more ammo.
Facts.
But that's pretty much it.
All right, so he's simple. Why do you see?
See, if it was me, okay, it depends. Like, what is the scenario? Like, what am I building this Glock for?
The same you told me, the same scenario that you had given me. If you had the ability to speak with somebody and said, make me this perfect Glock, and this is what I want to see, and this is what I want to have.
Okay. If it was me, okay, I'll probably make something for like something you could also do. You could push on the outside holster or go concealed. I'll probably do something like 19 size, but like I want to be chambered in like 45 because you feel me? I don't know. Like, 21 was my first gun. Well, yeah. So I'll probably do something in 45 ACP. Got to be 19 size. I need at least, what does the 21 hold? I think it hold like 13, or you could get 15. So I'll probably say somewhere around that, like 15, maybe throw in like a +2 or something. Give me 17. Slide cuts. I don't need no port because like the 21 shoot pretty flat. Give me a little bit of a trigger. Like I'll probably say 4 pounds if I'm doing concealed. So like 4 pounds. Gotta be MOS. Sights don't really matter to me. I'm a fan of the 19X sights or the regular Glock sights. So I could do night or regular Glock sights. And then a magwell for sure. I really rock with magwells.
That's the new style.
Yeah. And then like give me a backstrap that's not all the way. Like if they can mold the backstrap to it, like you know how the Shadow Systems is, how you just get that long ducktail.
Right.
Give me something like that on there instead, so I don't gotta like put nothing on there and make the grip fatter and all that.
Okay, so you don't want to have to add any of the grip. What is it? The interchangeable back straps or
yeah,
anything?
the back straps. I mean, I do it now, but I cut mine, so like I don't feel it on the palm of my hand.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. I think that'd be like the perfect Glock right there, like a 19 size and chambered in 45 ACP.
So why not 10?
10 millimeter?
Yeah.
I mean, I got a Glock 20. You feel me? It's in 10 millimeter, but I don't know. It's just like I think 45, in my opinion, right? If I had no experience with guns, didn't know what anything was, if I looked at a 45, I'd be like, give me that, just because of how big it looks, you know?
Yes.
So like, if I'm going for consumer base, you feel me? Most people they buy with their eyes. So
yes, and that was one of my points when I was talking about the Kimber. When you become attracted to something because it's so pretty, you know what I'm saying? So you almost are, you're sold just by looking at it. You don't even know how it shoot, but it just looked good.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
That's like me with that CR9 20P. I just bought it because like I was like, dang, comp, bronze barrel, MOS.
What? Was it worth it?
No.
You lying.
In my opinion, okay, it shoots nice, but I'm not saying I have big hands or nothing, but I wear large gloves. Like, mag changes is hard on it. You're only getting 13 rounds. That's if you have the +2 magazine. The magazines are like pretty much more than a Glock mag. They're like, from where I'm at, they're like 35 for a 13 round.
Now, let me tell you, when I went to go get a couple Glock magazines, they're about $33.
Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on where you at. Cause like for me, I bought like a whole bunch of 19X mags and they were like $25 each. Feel me? So like, I don't know. I guess it just depends. But for someone with smaller hands, I wouldn't recommend the CR or CR9 20P. But if you have a little bit smaller hands, it might work for you. It's just, for me, I can't reload because like what do you call it? Like the mag release always gets stuck on this part of my hand on the inside. And so the mag never falls out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's just too small for me.
I don't shoot pistols with gloves.
No, I don't. Well, depends. But if I'm at the range, I don't. You feel me? So like, even with no gloves, I still get caught right here. Cause like, I'm not gonna show nothing, but like, and nobody's getting a sponsor, bro. You feel me? Like, this is what I got for it. I got a little inside the waistband holster with a little extra mag thing.
Okay.
But like, for me, it's just, there's no point to carrying this for me just because I can't even change the mag. So I will just have to rock with whatever's in the gun, which is 13. You feel me? And then once I run out, I run out. Hopefully I'm good.
Yeah, that's why I say 18.
I said if you can't get past 13, I'm gonna need you to pick new friends.
Well, I mean, you feel me? You never know. It could be multiple people, whatever, you know. I'm a one-man army. I rock by myself.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I did want to say, I know we talked about it before, but you was telling me to pick which gun that I wanted to see you shoot long distance.
Yes.
I'm gonna let you choose that one. I want to say the 50 cal, but I'll let you choose it. Which one you want to do long distance on?
All right. I got a couple I can choose from.
Okay.
I got a few. So we'll pick one of them and we'll definitely be doing something for this month. Because we're gonna make stuff move. We're gonna see what these rounds actually do.
Yeah, I hear you.
If I could, oh my bad, go ahead.
I didn't hear.
No, I said you could go ahead. My bad.
Oh, I was done.
Oh, I was gonna say, so like, I guess it's kind of two questions. So I'll say the first one, like, what was your first firearm that you ever bought or like carried, and if you still have it? And then the second question would be, what got you started into even wanting to shoot firearms or even get them and start collecting them besides the YouTube?
Okay. So my very first gun purchase was a Draco.
Okay, yeah, we rocking it, man.
Very first, and I carried it. I carried it in my backpack.
I saw that video. Yeah.
So what actually got me started into this was the pandemic. I didn't know. When was the last time any of us, none of us has probably experienced a pandemic. The last time this happened was probably like 100 years ago, and none of us was here. So all of this was very new. It was scary. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what tomorrow was going to bring. Every time you watch the TV, people falling dead in the streets. Then the vaccine came. And so it was a lot of things that was just, taking over my mind. And that's what made me actually go out and purchase that firearm. And The Walking Dead is actually what put me over the edge.
The movie.
So the TV show The Walking Dead, it was like it almost fell in line. It was like we were going through what we were going through, and then everybody had so much time on their hands. So my husband had been trying to get me to watch this series for years. So I agreed. I said, okay, I'll watch it. I have nothing better to do. And from that very first episode to season 12, the very last episode of season 12, I did not stop watching. I binged watched that because it was just, I felt like it was so much to take in, not with the actual situation as to what was going on with the walkers. And you know what I'm saying? It was more of the community. How did they build? How did they survive? How did they eat? What did they do? You know what I'm saying? So it was more of I was more intrigued as to how would I survive? What would be the best place for us to go? Do I stay inland? Do I go to the coast? What would be better? Do I go by a river so I can have, drinking water? So it was more of, it was a mess. My brain was going 100 miles a minute.
Yeah, you went in survival mode.
I went in survival mode. How am I going to feed my family? How am I going to protect my family? That's how I got started hog hunting. How we have to start harvesting food. My freezer I can't put nothing else in there.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, you have to keep rotating them, and you have to, get the older stuff out, get that done so that you can continue to keep fresh, meat and stuff in there. So it's been and then after that, this love for firearms just happened. And
That's interesting.
I have become, I'm not going to say obsessed, but I have become very, very interested and intrigued in just the workings and the different styles. And I want to try black powder. I want to do, I want to try it all.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. And that's the thing about it. Everybody got their own hobby, everybody's like passionate about stuff, and that's what it's about, It's what you're passionate about, what you love, and whatever makes you happy.
Yes, for sure. As long as you ain't bothering nobody.
Exactly.
Do you?
Exactly.
Do you have fun, stay to yourself, and enjoy life? That's my motto.
I hear you. 100% agree.
Yes, y'all, I have kept y'all on here for a long time tonight. It is 12:04.
Oh wow, time flying.
I know, and we've just been talking it up, huh?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
I mean, if anything else, YDC?
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
You don't know.
I don't want to take up too much of your time. I can ask a million questions, but I want the good ones, like something that's gonna get real substance from me, you know.
So what do you want to know? I mean, I hope this ain't the last time I see you around.
Oh no, I'm coming. Look, this ain't no cocky nothing, you feel me? But like I'm coming, you feel me? I'm on the YouTube grind, you feel me? You feel me? But I'm coming though. Y'all see me in who knows how long, you know, this God's plan from here. So
yeah.
Hey, whenever y'all see me, y'all gonna see me. I'm gonna be there. I don't really do events. I'm antisocial on purpose. You feel me? So like y'all probably won't see me at no event, but I'll be there though. Y'all see me somewhere in the space.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Feel me? I gotta help out my fellow Black Air Forces. You feel me? All my fam out there. No cap.
I got you.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go now. I appreciate you having me on here, and also I want to say you guys do a good job, you and D, and I love that you guys work together, you know, and get the job done. And I appreciate everything that you do, and you know, much love to y'all. Okay.
Thank you, Corey, and I really appreciate your support. I
All right,
really
no problem.
appreciate it. You've been hanging on since close to day one. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
YDC, we got one more person. We're gonna wrap it up with this one person that's in the waiting room. And we are going to Muhammad.
That's okay. Can you hear me?
I hear you now.
All right, I was gonna ask Mr. D a question, but he was already gone. I was like, I wanted to find out what was his first motorcycle. What was the motorcycle that you sold? Because my friend, my bike is coming home tomorrow, and I can't wait to ride it. But my friend's bike looks like this. That's a 2012 Yamaha R1.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, man, it's when I say it's fast, it's if you need the speed, you got it. You got it. It's not like I'm doing, because I remember I really had to get away from somebody, and my motto is if I see it, if I'm aware of it, then I use the speed. Speed buys me distance buys me time, and time buys me options. That's the only reason why I did that. But you know, I'm not trying to lose my license, because I already tried that and I almost lost it. So I was like, nah. But right now they're doing some things to my bike to make it more aggressive.
Okay.
And I got these light rings. These are halo rings, and they're gonna put them into the front of the bike to make the bike look more aggressive and have more light, so I can see people at night.
Awesome.
My first love, my first love was a Yamaha R1. Oh man, I want that bike back, but I had to sell it to pay my my alimony. I was married. Yeah, I was married, and I had to sell that to pay my alimony. Because if you don't pay your alimony, especially up here, they throw you in jail.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. I was afraid to go to jail, and my ex-wife was like, "Yeah, I got you to get rid of that bike, huh?" I was like, "Oh my!" I was like, "Let me hurry up, just pay this alimony. Shut up, shut up." So I can't do this. But I've been a motorcycle. I was gonna ask him what type of bike he had, but he's already gone. So
yeah. Message him in the chat.
Okay, no problem. But I understand that you know that you're not really a big fan of the motorcycles. We get it. I get it. I'm not gonna fault you. You're not. I know you don't. But what? Let me ask you a question. If you had to get a motorcycle, I'm not saying you want one. Would it be a Harley?
Yes.
Would it be like a cruiser or a Sportster? A cruiser.
Yes.
So something along the lines of that. I still got more speed in me. That's why I love the super sports. But the reason why I don't have a Harley is because it's nice and all, but the maintenance is very expensive.
Yes.
Especially because I have a friend of mine who has a Harley, and he just chromed it out. It took about 3 months because he had to chrome the handlebars and the pipes. And they don't, they dip it in chrome and leave it there for a week.
Wow.
And they did and all good stuff, but the parts are like really expensive. That's the reason why I like my Japanese speed bikes, because even though they're cheap, they're the parts are very affordable and they last longer. It's not like a Harley. See, the Harleys are Cadillacs.
Yes.
They're like I understand why you like a Harley, because it's like a Cadillac. But what's your favorite Dodge? A Dodge Challenger Hellcat or a Dodge Charger Hellcat?
Dodge Challenger Hellcat.
What year? And see, I mean, I would like to have one in New York City, but the potholes, the potholes, the traffic,
you couldn't enjoy it.
You should have to move like upstate to like Westchester. New York City, forget it. And I don't understand how people can do it, but you know what? They probably are asking me, how can I ride a motorcycle in New York City with all this stuff going on? So I get it. You see, we're here. I got it's registered. Don't get me wrong. I got you covered. Don't worry. So yeah, I mean, I know that motorcycles, you don't like them, like especially the speed bikes or whatever. So if I could ever talk to Mr. D, I want to know what was his first love, what was his first bike.
All right. Well, make sure you come back next Friday.
Right. Hopefully I'll be off next Friday because they got me working.
Sounds good.
All right, then.
All right. One more person. And we're going to wrap it up with Big Zoe.
Hey, what's up, yo? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. Just I just caught your live stream right here. I just want to come on and say hi to you.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate you stopping by.
Yes. Yeah, I had a good time in RGA 3 and RGA 2 meeting you. So
yes, I can't wait to see you RGA 4.
Yes, ma'am. I will definitely be there and stuff. And you know my man D and stuff. Man, I really like that dude, man. Especially when he had, at RGA 2, he had that shirt on, and you know what it said.
Boo!
Sugar on grits, baby.
YDC. Do you eat grits?
I used to, yeah.
Okay, when you eat grits, what do you put on your grits?
Well, most times nothing, but like it just depends on who's cooking it. Might have some
like salt and butter and cheese.
Oh, nah, butter for sure. Butter? For sure. Yeah, I grew up in the South.
Okay, so you don't put sugar on your grits.
Nah, no, butter for sure.
Man, come on now.
No sugar on grits.
Man, I love my sugar on grits, baby.
No.
Yeah, but I tell you what though, when you made that shrimp and grits though, I was like, well, okay, I ain't putting no sugar on that.
No. You can't put no sugar on that because it is excellent just as it is.
That's exactly right. Now, yo gang, I will say one thing. I'm in agreement with you about what you say about Glock and stuff, and about how Glock has been giving you the same boring ass what's the names for years and years and years and years. Anybody who collects guns, you got to buy at least one, right?
Yes.
Okay, you got to buy at least one, and then after that, once you look at that, you say, okay, well, wait a minute, now I got a Glock level 5, and then a level 4, or Gen 4, Gen 5, Gen 3. Oh, they took away the finger grooves in G5. I'm like, but it's still the same plastic shit.
Yeah, right.
I mean, and then after that, Canik comes out there for a little bit less money. They throw in the holster, mounting plates, a trigger that Glock can only dream about, right? And then just the entire case and block. I mean, just everything for $150 less.
I agree. 100%.
And I mean, for me, I say to myself, Glocks are always going to sell because they always have a certain amount of popularity and stuff. But I think what's going to happen is that people kind of, whenever people first get into guns, you just die until you get your first Glock, and then after that, the thrill is gone, and then you might say, well, maybe I'll buy a second Glock. But that's about and then all of a sudden, because now the aftermarket has gone wild with Glocks, because you can spend like $3,000 on a Glock.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to put a $10,000 engine into a $2,000 car.
Why not? It makes it more fun.
No. That and if it were me, then I would start with something like a Staccato, an Erebus, or, and even the compromise could be something like a Dan Wesson or something like that, or even a nice Kimber, because even Kimber, they're kind of all made on a factory line and everything else. So I don't know.
If you look at it, right? Obviously, there's people who make more money, but let's go average. What is the average salary in America? Like 40,000?
Yeah, 40, 50,000. Yes.
Okay, let's say 40,000, right? Now, let's say you're paying like, I don't know, 1,500 in rent or mortgage, right?
Okay.
That's automatically gonna knock off about 15K.
Okay.
Right? Almost 20K. So now you only got about 20K. You still got to feed yourself. You still need gas in your car. You probably paying a car payment, whatever the case is.
Insurance, yeah.
Now, let's say your budget for the year, if you wanted to buy guns, is you got $2,500. That's a reasonable budget for 1 year. You got $2,500. What are you gonna buy?
A Smith & Wesson.
Yeah, I can buy 5 Canics.
Or a Canik.
I could buy 5 Canics for that.
Yeah, you could, but
now wait. Hold. First things first, YDC. Okay, you ain't never gonna beat me up trying to say that a Glock is better on price, okay? Because for the price and for the value, Canik provides a 10 times greater value than a Glock ever thought to. Smith & Wesson with the M&P, they have the Shield models, and then they have all these other things. That's also competing as well. The competition is really, really, really strong on the good entry type of of gun and stuff. And so just like Yo Gang says, between Smith & Wesson and Canik, they got you covered. Why would you have to get a Glock?
See, okay, my reasoning, right? Am I gonna bet my life for $150 less? In my opinion, I'm gonna rock with Glock because I know it's gonna be reliable. For instance, like my 19.
Says who?
Huh?
Says who?
Well, obviously you got to go out and test your stuff, but the majority of the market says that Glock will be reliable, right?
No. Hold on. First things first. There are. Oh, am I still on here? Okay. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm trying to get us back right. There we go.
Okay. Yeah. There are decorated police officers who have training and done training and all kinds of other stuff or whatever. You don't know if you're going to be able to pull that trigger at the point in time whenever you need to pull it. And you don't know if that gun is going to work at that time.
I mean,
no one has any way of knowing that, right?
You
It's
don't know.
impossible for you to know.
I mean, but that would be any gun, not just Glock.
That would be any gun and not just Glock, and that's my point. My point is that you're saying, well, wait a minute, would you risk your life for $150? Right? That's what you said. That's not exactly true. Right?
I mean, yes and no. Yes and no.
I mean,
there's other factors that come into it. I mean, yeah, obviously you need it to work when you want it to work, but it also has to be comfortable for you. It also has to be something that you believe in. Because if you don't believe in it, you're not gonna pull it out.
So I take it you're a Glock
fanboy, supporter, whatever you want to call me.
That's what he came in here off rip.
I'm a Glock boy.
He's gonna fight about that. He's gonna fight about his Glock, man.
He came to convert me tonight. And I think he's been with me for a good little minute on the screen now.
YDC, I will say one thing that I totally agree with you, and I can't get hardly none of my buddies to agree with me on, and that's about with the 45. Okay, I'll agree with you on that one, right?
What do you mean by that though?
Huh? Oh no, that was the other guy, wasn't it? He was talking about the 45. He prefers the 45.
No, I said I'll build a 45 ACP, but like, what do you mean behind that though? Like,
but no. What I'm saying for me is I would prefer to have fewer rounds, but a bigger bullet.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, there's a billion videos on YouTube that you can watch, like 9mm versus 45 hollows. I mean, they're pretty much doing the same damage. So, in my opinion, I'd rather have more rounds. It's just, for me personally, if I was to build a Glock for me, it would be in 45 ACP, but not because of the round count, just because like that's what I like, you know.
That's right. Well, see. Here's the deal, though. In every gunfight, everybody's a badass until you pull out a 45 and it starts barking. All them little 9mm, they'll be like, "Oh, wait a minute now."
But you don't know the difference, you know.
But see, the thing is that most of the people who shoot 9mm, and a lot of people who shoot 9mm, they feel that the full metal jacket is all they really need to protect and defend themselves. All right, which basically offers zero expansion and everything else, and it's basically a 9mm hole going through you instead of a 45 hollow point and everything else. 45 plus P hollow point because it's big and it's slow and it does a lot of damage and it makes a lot of noise. Trust me. If you take that 45 and if you fire it at somebody, they're gonna think about getting back up in your face. Now,
I think about it if I got shot with a 22.
But see, the other thing too is that one of the other things too, and I know they say that 9mm has done really, really well, whatever. I mean, before you were born, right? Have you heard about the FBI shootout of 1988?
Explain it a little bit more. I might have.
It happened in 1988 down where Yoke Gang lives in Miami, Florida in 1988. And what it was these two guys. What they did was they were robbing banks. Well, the guys they weren't as bright as could be because they only robbed banks on Friday and they only robbed banks within like a 2 or 3 mile radius, all on the same road. So then they robbed a few banks and stuff. And then after that, what they did was one of the guys, they robbed an armored truck and the guy shot one of the guards in the armored truck in the back and killed him and took his Ruger Mini 14. This is in 1988, right? So then what happened was
that rifle boy.
That's right. He had that rifle. And then after that, they just started holding up banks just about every Friday, right? So I guess what it is they had money and then they would do whatever. And so what happened was the FBI, they said, well, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to have a whole bunch of agents and local police and everything else right along this little strip where these guys go. And they were looking for the guy's car. So they knew what kind of car it was. They knew it was two guys, and they knew that it happened on Friday. And them boys rolled right out there, and then that's when the shootout got started. Well, as it turns out, one of the FBI agents, he actually had a Smith & Wesson 659, which is a 9mm, and he put a Winchester Silvertip right next to the guy's heart. and the round was 1 millimeter away from the guy's heart, and it didn't stop it. That was an expansion bullet and everything else. Blah 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 blah. Right? Okay. So what happened was that was the guy that had the Mini 14. And he mowed down a whole bunch of FBI agents and everything else. Because what happened was if he would have went down with that one Winchester silver tip, it wouldn't have been, you wouldn't have had no shootout. You wouldn't have heard about all this other stuff. But that guy, because that one round failed to stop that guy, he wound up killing like 6 or 7 more people with that rifle. FBI agents and all the other people, whatever. Well, the one thing that wound up taking back the footing and did other stuff with them was actually a 12-gauge shotgun. One of the FBI agents had a 12-gauge shotgun in his trunk, and he just took and he pointed it, and he just started firing. And what happened was that prevented the guys from advancing on them and getting a tactical advantage. Well, as it turns out, in the aftermath, both of those guys, they wound up dying. Several agents died. I believe 1 or 2 police officers died or whatever it was. You can read all of this. But the thing that happened was it was because that Winchester silver tip was a 9 millimeter. And it failed to stop that guy in 1988. Then after that, the government said, FBI, law enforcement, they all said, we want more power. That's when the 40 Smith & Wesson came about, the 10 millimeter came about, the 41 Action Express that you've never heard about anymore because it's basically extinct. Those 3 rounds came about. That's where all that came from, was that one shootout in 1988 with that one Winchester silver tip. Now, Winchester still makes silver tips, right? A lot of police departments have gone back to 9 millimeters because they feel that they have made up all the ballistic efficiency with technology and everything else, right? But I don't know, right? If one of them would have been armed with a 45 or a 10 millimeter, I think it would have been a different fight. You would have blew that guy's chest out right there if you would have 45, if it wouldn't have been a 9 millimeter on that day. And we wouldn't even be talking about that. The reason for that is because whenever I was relatively young and stuff, I worked at a manufacturing facility with a bunch of engineers, and they were all 2A people. And it was right after this happened. And what happened was we did a reenactment of the whole thing. And guess which guy I was? I was this new kid out of college, didn't know nothing about guns. I was the guy with the Mini 14. And we did a reenactment of all the shootings because it's been reenacted 100 different times. There's YouTube videos, there's Google, there's everything else about that. FBI shootout of 1988. And now all these police departments are coming back to 9 millimeter. There's plenty of times where you hear of people getting shot twice with a 9 millimeter and they get up and they walk into the emergency room.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you get hit twice in the chest with a 45, they're measuring you for a casket. Right? I'm sorry. 10 millimeter, 45, they're measuring you for a casket.
Yeah. Sure.
I'm not saying 9 millimeter is trash, but you gotta get like multiple shots on target. And sometimes that's easier said than done.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my opinion, but everybody's got their own little thing that they want to deal with.
So what is it that you carry, Big Zo?
I carry 45. Most of the time Springfield Armory or Smith & Wesson Shield. And it's only about 6 to 8 rounds or whatever, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use duck and cover. And the other thing too that I realize is that I don't need 15 rounds to get somebody to change their mind about coming after me. That's my thing. Okay. I'm depending upon accuracy, and I'm depending upon cover and evasion and everything else. And the other thing too is that you already know that you own every bullet and everything that it hits when it comes out of that gun.
Right.
See, but I feel like there's other factors that you can't account for. You know, like what if the guy's wearing a bulletproof vest? It's not nothing that's uncommon. That's happened plenty of times, even recently, especially with the mall shooting in, I believe, Indiana. The one also, I don't remember exactly where it was, but he did it at King Supers.
Here's the thing, YDC. It doesn't matter if he's got body armor on or not. Okay. And first things first, you'll never hear me say bulletproof vest, because there is no such thing as a bulletproof vest. They wear body armor and bullet resistant vests and bullet resistant clothing. Now, here's the thing though. If I hit you in your vest, then what's going to happen is that 45 is going to transfer 3 times the energy that a 9mm would.
Well, I guess it kind of depends. I mean, I kind of tested this out, right? You just with different level plates. Like you would be able to know the energy just based off like how it feels on the backside of it. If it's still smooth, of course they're still feeling like whatever pressure, but it's not going to be as much as, let's say, if something did more damage where now you have a bulge. You know, a 45 versus a 9, especially even with the level 3 plate, they were both smooth on the backside. And even by putting water jugs behind it to even account for energy, the water bottles or the water jugs didn't move as much as you think they would. So
that's right.
For the human body and adrenaline, they're not going to feel that.
That's right. But you know, I got to be honest with you. I think if I hit somebody with 45, hit him in body armor, it's going to knock him over. Okay. And if they're still moving, then here comes the headshot.
I mean,
right? I mean,
I'm not saying you're a bad shot or nothing. I don't know what kind of shot you are, but a head is way smaller on a moving target.
But no. What I'm saying is this, okay? One thing the bad guys never want, and they never want this, is they don't want to stand there and go toe to toe with you. They don't want to stand there and punch it out with you. They don't want to stab it out with you. They don't want to shoot it out with you. Okay. If you show any type of resistance, most of the time the bad guys are trying to get out of the area and they're trying to leave. Fact. I mean, that's a fact right there.
I would say yes and no, because I mean I don't know.
FBI data has proven that, because
I understand that, but you're thinking about systems, right? Now let's take you back. I don't know where you're from or what you did when you was a little younger, whatever, right? But I'll say from personal experience, allegedly, you know, there's things in the past that allegedly I might have done, and just because someone else was there with another force didn't make me want to stop. It didn't stop me either, you know. So it just depends on the person, you know. You never know where they're at mentally. You never know what they're willing to do.
That's true, because you never know their level of determination, and that's a really good point. But the thing is that for me, I prefer to have fewer shots in the air that I have to be responsible for, and I prefer to have greater. I don't want to say ballistic efficiency, because then the 9mm people would say, no, that's not ballistically more efficient with the 45, but whatever. Okay. I will just say that that's just one of my preferences.
That's why we have these
I hope you really
discussions.
believe and you stand on that, because that's the only thing that's going to help you.
Oh yeah, because here's the thing. There have been times whenever police officers, they have had their guns, 9mm and everything else, and there was one police officer. He was supposed to be arresting this guy who was coming down the stairs of an apartment complex, and he was supposed to arrest the guy. The guy who was coming down the stairs pulled out a gun and he pointed it at the cop, and the cop just panicked, and he just started shooting. He just started putting rounds down range. What he did, but the thing is he finally got one into the person, but he actually shot into 2 apartments. He shot his patrol car, and he had several rounds that ricocheted off the ground and went back into the woods or whatever. Now, what happens is that police officer, he must have fired 10, 12 rounds, right? How can you shoot your own patrol car and you're standing right next to it?
I mean, a lot
I'm
of
just
factors,
saying.
but a lot of factors go into it. I'm not sure if you ever been in a situation where you had to use your firearm, but you have a lot of adrenaline, and especially if that's something you've never seen before, if you've never gone to war or you never even seen it on the streets, maybe depending on wherever you came from or anything like that, you might react differently than you think you'll react right now in your head, just based
That's
on the
exactly
factors
right.
that
But
you're
the other
you're
thing
scared
too,
too in the situation.
but the other thing too is that carrying 15 rounds into something like that, whereas you may be, going after one person or one person is coming after you, or even if it's 3 or 4 people, right? Even if it's 3 or 4, if it's 3 or 4 on one, it doesn't matter if you got 20 rounds. If they're determined to get you, then you're going to get got, right? Whether you got 20 rounds or you got 10, right? Whether it's 45 or 9mm, you're going to get got, right? Let's just face that, right? But the thing that happens is that you try to train for it, and you try to use escape and evasion, and you just try to do all these other things because a gun is not, for me, a gun is not something that I'm going to try to do Custer's last stance on. Okay, a gun is going to hopefully get me some time so I can make better choices, whereas I don't have to shoot somebody. That's my hope. I've never had to shoot anybody, so there you go. That's my hope.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I understand that. Go ahead.
Because if that were to be the case, then everybody would just carry an AR-15 or be like Yoki, have your Draco Micro in the backpack, right?
Yeah, I mean, I used to do that with a little ARP.
That's what I'm saying. And I mean, if you were to do all that, and then you got 30 rounds of 5.56 or 7.62 or whatever, then from there, I mean, that could be a real compelling argument right there. Or just say, okay, well, yeah, 4 or 5 people come after me. Then from there, I got my, Draco Micro, with the banana clip that's this long, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'd be that prepared for extended combat and everything else.
See, but why not? If that's the factor that you can't add, you don't know how many people are going to be there. You don't know what they have, and you don't know where you're going to be at. So you never know the setting. What if you can't run? What if there is no cover? What if you have to stand there and fight?
Then from there, you're going to get got. I mean, there's nothing else you can do because if you think about it, right? If it's 4 guys that are really thinking about doing something really bad to you, and they're determined to do something really bad to you, they've already taken up different positions at different angles against you, right? And then from there, they can all just turn and all get after you at one time, all right? And then after that, there is no extended combat that you're going to have. It doesn't matter if you have a micro Draco. If you got one person standing at 6 o'clock, one person standing at 9 o'clock, one person standing at 3 o'clock, and then one person standing at, like, let's say 5 o'clock, I mean, maybe you could try to run at 12 o'clock, but you better have some cover, like really, really close.
Yeah.
So, see, yeah, I hear that. But most, if they have bad intentions or intentions to cause harm, most 9 times out of 10, they're not trained. They're not a football team, you know what I mean? They don't work together and go train and say, like, oh, we're going to do this way. So most of the time, you'll see them standing pretty close to each other, actually. Or a couple of them are distracted. Like, I don't know, let's say they decide to rob a gas station one day, and there's 3 people. 2 of them are distracted robbing the gas station, while one may be a lookout.
Yeah, I saw one YouTube video where a dude was putting gas in his car. He was driving a Charger, right? And then it was a van that was right there in front of him, and like 4 dudes come out of that van, jumped on the hood of his car, and had guns pointed at the guy. And man, I tell you what, there was nothing that guy could do about that. I mean, these guys all ran out of that van and they took the guy's car. I assume they waited for him to pump all of his gas. But
did you see the one that the guy was pumping the gas? The van pulls up, the guys get ready to jump out, and he starts dousing them with the gas.
yes, I did see that one. I did see that one. It was an older guy that was doing that. Yeah. Well, like I'm saying, I'm just not that. I'm not that smart. I got to be honest with you. But you know, he doused the people with gas and stuff, and then they ran off. But I mean, I think that was more annoyance for them, because if somebody really wanted to do that and get after you, then from there, all they would have to do is just run beyond the reach of that gas hose and pull out a gun and just bam.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
anyways. But yeah, like I'm saying, the way society is going, you know, guns are one of the things that you have and you carry and stuff, and you train, you do whatever, and you hope you never have to use it. And that's the key for me.
Right.
You know, because there are so many other ways you may be able to try to either talk or reason with that person before you actually have to pull out a gun and try to use a weapon of, a deadly weapon on somebody. Now, obviously, they don't, the bad guys aren't always going to give you time to do all that negotiating and all the other stuff. And of course, the bad guys aren't going to give you time to put your earplugs in and everything else.
And tie your boots and tie your shoes.
Yeah. You can't tie your shoes, tie your boots.
Sleeve shirt and make sure your button is up.
That's exactly yeah. And they're not gonna give you time to make sure you have your extra ammo and all that other stuff. They're not gonna give you time for all that.
Right.
Hey, that's why you carry a 33. You feel me?
Who?
A 33 stick mag.
Oh gosh, a stick mag, man. That thing. But the thing is there's a lot of people, they carry those really long. I guess what they call them, fun sticks or whatever.
Those extendos.
Yeah, extendo magazines and stuff, man. I tell you what, I said to myself, okay, if that's what you want to do, but I mean, carrying 10 rounds of 45 is heavy enough for me, along with the gun. And if you think about it, I'm not the fastest runner, but you know what they say, I ain't got to be fast. I ain't got to be faster than the bear. I just got to be faster than somebody else.
Right.
Or I have to be able to see what's going on and then try to evade and do whatever, and then kind of like they say in another channel is don't get yourself caught up in some of the 5 rules of stupid, right? Don't do stupid things.
Right.
Don't do stupid things at stupid places, at stupid times, with stupid people. And they say usually you can get away with one of those rules of stupid, but once you start breaking 2 or more, things can happen. So I don't go get gas at night and everything else, YDC. I mean, I just don't.
Yeah, I'll be out at all times of the night, feel me? So like, hey, I always keep the drum in the car and a stick when I gotta go inside.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. I mean, I said I want to be like him, man. I want to be like him. But the thing that happens is we've talked to a few people who have actually been in force incidents and stuff. And one of the guys, Precision Strike 313, he actually had to hit somebody because he was getting gas at a gas station, and he was driving Hellcat. And what happened was this one guy come over there, and he saw the guy coming, and he drew down, and he had an FN57. And he laid the guy out with that FN57. Didn't really injure him really all that bad. But the thing about an FN57 is the bullet comes out of there so fast, and any part of the human body that it hits, it will disintegrate that part. So if it hits you in the arm, you're gonna have a broken arm. You'll have a broken leg with the FN57. And if you hit somebody with the chest FN57, there's a good possibility you won't make it. because it'll go right through. It'll do all kinds of other stuff to you. FN57 is a nasty round. It goes through 2A body armor, 3A body armor as well. And you think about it, it's the only handgun round that can really do that consistently. And it's because it's so small. If you got SS-198, LF ammo and stuff like that. But the thing is that he had his FN57 and he had to use that in a force incident. And just like he said, is that everything kind of happens kind of like in slow motion. He only fired like a couple of rounds and stuff, and he actually wound up hitting his target. But the thing that happens is that you're almost always off guard because the bad guy sets the time and the place for the attack, right? Because it's kind of like saying life is 90% what happens to you and 5% what you do about it. So in order for you to turn that 5% into 90%, you got to come up to speed really, really fast. And so just talking to people who have had force incidents where they actually had to use deadly force against another human being in the form of a gun, just talking to them of some of their stories and stuff is just really interesting. And then after that, they want to call the cops and everything else. And there were several other things that they talk about. People talk about, well, if you use deadly force against somebody, they're going to take your gun. You're not going to get it back and everything else. Well, no, what they did is they took his gun and they wrote down some information from it, and they wrote down the serial number, and they just documented the type of ammo that he had, and they gave it right back to him right there on the scene.
Oh, you got lucky.
Yeah, right there that same day. I guess it depends upon where that is.
Right.
But he got his gun back that same day.
Excellent. I mean, yeah, depending on where you are, and that's not a common situation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all, we got one more person just stepped in, but it is almost 1 o'clock, and I'm gonna let y'all go, but we're gonna talk to Mr.
Bumpfire. Man, that's my dude right there.
How are you doing, Reggie?
Pretty good. How y'all doing?
Mr. Bumpfire.
Pretty good, bro.
Man, let me tell you something. You are notorious on my parts around here because I was bragging on you, man. I was bragging on it. It was probably no more than about 2-3 weeks ago. I was talking to one of my boys. I was bragging on you. I said, this dude, he don't need no bump stock and none of that other stuff. I mean, he could turn any
fire a staccato,
any gun into a fully automatic. Mr. Bumpfire, man, I tell you what, you got to show me how you do that. How you said you ever watch Star Trek? You ever watch Star Trek and see Spock do something like that and they fall out and James T. Kirk, you say, you got to show me how you did that.
Yeah, just meet me at the range. I mean, ex-Yoki, I seen her at the range for the first time, and guess what? Just that quick, she was Bumpfire. I mean,
man, let me tell you something. Man. And the thing is I got an AR-15. I would want to, if I know we're gonna have another range day. If you come to Arm 4, I'm gonna bring my AR-15 and I gotta videotape you fully autoing my gun. I got to because I bought it brand new and I know that it's not fully auto. There ain't no bump stock. There ain't no tricks on it. It just does it, and it's just oh man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people come up to me with different guns. I bet you can't do this, and I bet you can't do this one because they just be thinking like, oh, he only do guns that he can do, but I do all types of guns. It'd be first time I just tried and go. I'm gonna be real. The only thing I haven't done was a shotgun. And I remember you were saying, Yoki, you were gonna try that shotgun.
I did. We gotta talk about it. Let me just say like this. I got to send it back to Kalashnikov. Let me just leave it.
Okay, I was gonna say every time I try to do any type of shotgun, it always jam. Like it get one shot, then it won't do this. It always jam or something. So yeah, I got a couple.
And you don't bump fire like a hot point?
No, I haven't bump. I haven't even tried to bump fire a hot point. I mean,
No, but the thing is any
any
semi-automatic rifle. Let's
yeah,
put it
any
that way.
semi-automatic rifle, yeah.
Any
And
semi-automatic rifle.
And to be real, because the pistol, it had to have a real good trigger on it. You just got to have a real light trigger on it. I can do any type of pistol that got a light trigger on it and a light reset. But yeah.
I mean, just to see it happening right in front of your eyes is literally amazing to me.
I witnessed it.
Why do you see? Let me tell you something, man. It's the weirdest stuff I ever seen because I thought the gun he was firing was fully automatic.
No.
And it wasn't. And I'm sitting there like, you have got to be kidding me.
Nah, that's like the first time I touched the Alamo 15, if y'all know what that is.
Yeah, I know what that is. That's like a force resetting trigger,
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Now, bump fire. I got a challenge for you, though. I got a challenge for you. And I said, I know this is damn near impossible, but maybe you can do it. Let's see if you can bump fire a lever action.
But see, that's like you said, that's impossible. It's like that's like bump firing a pump shotgun. Like, how can you do it? You got to reset the gun every time. You know?
No, I'm talking about like a 45-70 rifle.
We're just saying it's a lever action, but you got to reset the gun, like then reset it. Yeah, and it got to be a semi-automatic gun. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right. Well, okay, all right, man. I'm about to say, man, if you can do that now, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. How did he do that?
But
it's got to be semi-automatic.
Yeah. But I mean, to get back on the subject y'all was talking about, I was getting on at the time when I was hearing, like he was saying he like to go in with his long stick mag and his magnet drum and all that. I'm like, why? When I see people like that, to me, I'm be real. When I see people out like that, I just laugh. I be like, why? Like I tell people,
but you're not gonna see it on me though.
Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but still at the same time, when it comes to those stick mags and drums, man, I deal with them all the time. And a lot of times they jam or you have malfunctions with them and stuff like that. I really have just the regular.
Stock Glock mags though.
Say what?
Only rock with stock Glock mags. Like it gotta be the Glock 33 round.
Yeah, I totally understand because I rock the same way too. But at the same time, majority of gunfights and stuff like that you're getting in, you ain't shooting no 30 rounds, man. You going to war, you shooting that. Majority of the time, you getting in and out. Like 6-7 shots, max gonna be done, and then a simple gunfight is a random gunfight when you think about it. If you look up statistics, all them shootouts and stuff, they be big gang. There's been people playing and then do something, but a real self-defense matter. People ain't shooting 30 rounds and stuff like that. It's just crazy.
Yeah. You know, one of the other thing too is Glock doesn't make a drum mag, do they?
No, Glock don't make a drum mag, but they got the 33 round, man.
Okay, they got the 33 round, and so it's an aftermarket mag, anyways.
When it comes to them other drums
and you know, I mean, the last thing you would want is to get 1 or 2 rounds off and then have it jam, and you got 48 rounds of
those.
I ain't never had a drum that don't jump. Drum. I ain't never had a drum magazine that don't jam. You show me a name, and I'm telling you, I do it all the time.
Show me my Pro Mag don't jam.
Oh, he said Pro Mag.
Yeah, it's a Pro Mag, but it ain't
just
never
keep shooting.
Keep shooting.
Like I said, keep shooting it. I wouldn't trust my life for a drum mag.
No, I don't trust my life with a drum mag, but you feel me? I'm with the stick mag though, for sure.
Yeah, I feel you.
All right.
You know, it's features.
We all have our preferences and our reasons why and all that. And I guess that's the beauty of the community. We can get on here and share our experiences.
Oh, yeah.
And talk about reasons, you know, why it is that we do and why it is that we choose to do the things that we do. And, you know, it's, you know, we'll say, well, Big Zo had a lot of great points.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Reggie had a lot of great points. Whitey had a lot of great points. But, you know, again, when you're caring and you're protecting your life, the worst thing the worst feeling that you would have is I'm not equipped.
Oh, of course.
You know,
or
and
not
if
ready.
you feel that your 33 is what you need, or if you feel like your drum is what you need, then by all means,
equip yourself. Yeah.
Equip yourself to what it is that you feel, or, you know, to get what you feel like you need to get done. You know? So you know, and I can understand Big Zo too. Just give me 8. Give me 8 of them big boys and I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, and the other thing too is I mean, you think about it. How did police officers actually survive before they had these 15-round magazines? Because that all came about like in the 90s, right? How'd they survive in the 50s and the 60s with 6 rounds?
Yeah, but don't they just go like, it's like based off the time, I feel like back then civilians ain't had guns like that, right?
Yeah. But no,
Sure they did.
Okay. No, see, okay, the police started carrying more rounds like in the 80s, like late 80s, early 90s, you know, right after they did the machine gun ban and all that stuff. Because remember, a lot of people started carrying machine guns and stuff. And the police were getting outnumbered when it comes to, you know, they were getting outfighted, you know, when it comes to guns and stuff. They go to a shootout, they got revolvers and stuff, but these guys got Uzis and Macs and stuff like that. So that's when they did the machine gun ban. And then after that, that's when everything came, when they started carrying more rounds on them. When they stopped carrying revolvers and started carrying guns with magazines and stuff in them.
That's right. That's right. And then the other thing too is there's a lot of people that say, well, in 1911 just ain't enough ammo.
Like I tell you, a majority of the gun, I look at a lot of gun stuff, you know, self-defense, things like that. And when you look at majority of them, it's more than enough, because there'd be more than 5-6 shots and it's over with. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you do have the moments where, you know, depending on where you at, you know, gang fights and all that stuff, they sitting there shooting 30 and 40 rounds and all that. But for the most part, I'm not in no spot like that. I think I'm gonna be somewhere where it's gonna be one guy, but you can't plan it. But I'm just saying, one guy trying to rob me or something like that. You can't plan it.
Big Zo said the 5 stupids. I'm not going to be in more than.
That's right. The 5 rules are stupid. Don't do stupid things at stupid times with stupid people and stupid places.
Exactly.
Expecting stupid results.
Yeah.
Because you can violate one rule of stupid and you kind of be okay. But if you violate 2 or more,
yeah, you're in trouble.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
You're in trouble.
Yeah. So with that being said, yeah, of course you wouldn't do it again.
Yeah, well, look here, yo. I'm gonna go ahead on and go and stuff, but I just wanted to come on and say hi. Huh?
You beat me from saying it. I say it's going on 1 o'clock now, y'all.
It is, yeah.
We all going to bed.
Exactly.
All right.
This is my late night before bed stroll.
Well, hey,
on here.
I will say it's nice meeting you, Mr. YDC and Mr. Bumpfire. It's always a pleasure seeing you again, my brother. And I hope I'll see you at Arm 4. Because I want to see that Bumpfire stuff again, man. I gotta see it again.
If you ever in Florida, just hit me up, man. I got the gun range, my own private gun range, the full auto guns, everything out here. So just hit me up if you're ever in Florida. Just hit me up.
What part of Florida?
I'm in Gainesville, right outside of Gainesville.
Okay, where's Gainesville near? What's it? It's southern part.
No, we're North Central Florida, close to Orlando.
Okay, close to Orlando.
Jacksonville, yeah. I'm like an hour away from Jacksonville.
Okay. All right.
Oh, good night, Yoki. Yeah, we'll talk later. All right.
Y'all take care now.
Thank you so much for joining. Mr. Bumpfire, you came in kind of late, so I'm expecting you to be on time for the next one.
I will be there.
YDC, you're always invited. Thank you for the conversation. I had a nice time speaking with you. Big Zo, thank you also for spreading some history and some good stuff on us. And everybody else who joined the live today, thank you so much. I hope to see you guys on the next one. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much as well. And for now, till next time, hope to see y'all next Friday.
Peace.
Good night.
Good night.